evening, everyone, and welcome to the Hallman Automotive pregame show. I'm Tommy Wood. As once again, I join Jeff Colburn for Volunteer Football right here on WAXC TV. Tonight, we have made the journey to the Gulf Coast to Mobile as the Vols take on top-ranked St. Paul's in round 2 of the Class 5A playoffs. You know, Jeff, you look at it, only 16 teams in Class 5A are still taking the field tonight, and you know the Vols have to be proud to be one of those teams.
Absolutely, Tommy. So many times throughout the season, they could have folded the tents and given up and gone home. Then last Friday night against Eufaula, they went back and forth all night, but finally posting a win, moving on to this second round. Last Friday night really showed me a lot of fight, a lot of character, a lot of guts. The whole practice and everything they went through this season paid off, but they've really got to come out here tonight and give that same effort on the road.
You know, Jeff, when you and I started, we're going to tell our age a little bit here. We started covering high school football a long time ago. There were no cell phones or internet, and, you know, really it took about 20 phone calls to find out a score or anything about a team from another part of the state. But as it is now, these players really can watch plenty of footage on this St. Paul's team. They know that the Saints are unbeaten. They know that this program boasts some of the top recruits year in and year out.
Well, when the Vols heard about the possibility of facing St. Paul's, Tommy, they immediately began to reel off names of college football players that have played here, including former Alabama quarterback A.J. McCarron, current Alabama quarterback Jacob Coker, also linebacker for Auburn Trey Williams, Bama offensive line Josh Casher, any number of names you can reel off. But this program's filled with tradition. I think the biggest job for Coach Chris Herron and his staff is to make this team realize that the players just mentioned are not going to dress out here tonight. They're playing the guys on the field. They're not playing past history.
It has been a long ride down to Mobile. St. Paul's has some of the top facilities in the state, I'll tell you that, and a great football team awaits here for the Vols. But so many times this Vol team has found a way. They hope to continue their title run here in the postseason. When we come back, we're going to take a closer look at the Saints and the Vols and some of the players that could play a huge role in this game tonight as we roll toward kickoff right here on the Hallman Automotive pregame show.
There's more than one way to get professional lawn care. Do it yourself like this homeowner with whatever this is. Pros use reliable, powerful Gravely equipment. This homeowner gets by with something else. Gravely delivers the high performance and quality professionals stake their reputation on. Gravely outpowers, outlasts, outperforms. Get what the pros use.
Get Gravely lawn equipment and more at Abernathy Farm Supply in Alexander City.
At Cabinets Direct, we strive to provide top-quality products along with professional and courteous service. As a family-owned and operated company, we have over 40 years of combined experience in cabinetry sales and installation. We offer a wide range of cabinetry with fully customizable options. We also use only locally made products, keeping our money in our community. For more information, give us a call or visit our showroom. Cabinets Direct.
Miss Kitty's Country Kitchen in Hackneyville is serving up some good old-fashioned cooking. From their famous fried catfish to delicious chicken fingers, pork chops, hamburger steaks, and even prime-cut steaks, as well as sandwiches. Don't forget about their daily lunch specials for that quick, good, down-home lunch every Tuesday through Friday. Miss Kitty's Country Kitchen makes it so good, you'll think Mama's in the kitchen. So load up the family and go see Miss Kitty and Tommy for the best food at affordable prices in Hackneyville. Call 256-329-3111. Open Tuesday through Saturday from 9 a.m. till 9 p.m.
Young's Drug Store has proudly served the citizens of Lineville and the surrounding areas for more than 50 years, providing fast, friendly service. At Young's Drug Store, you're more than just a number, which is why we strive to always greet you with a warm hello and friendly smile. Young's Drug Store offers a convenient drive-through window, prescription compounding, vaccination services, and after-hours emergency availability to better serve you. Young's Drug Store now even has the convenience of viewing and refilling your prescriptions online at youngsdrugstore.llc.com. Young's Drug Store, located on Highway 9 in Lineville, 256-396-5632.
First State Bank is a community-owned bank established in 1971 with a mission to be the bank for all people in the area with a primary focus on good old-fashioned customer service. First State Bank has convenient branches located in Lineville, Ashland, and Wedowee. Since its founding, First State Bank has continued to grow and keep up with the banking industry changes in technology to give its customers the best service available, such as internet and mobile banking. First State Bank, here to make dreams come true for people just like you.
Harris Plumbing and Electric, just off the Ashland Square, has everything you need from the floor to the ceiling. Any project, big or small, looking to upgrade those dinosaur appliances? They have a huge warehouse of scratch and dent GE appliances that will save you thousands. You'll even have to look real hard for the scratches, and they come with factory warranties. You owe it to yourself to shop Harris Plumbing and Electric, where your dream kitchens become reality. Located just off the Ashland Square, give them a call today at 256-354-5600. Harris Plumbing and Electric is a proud supporter of high school athletics.
We're selling all brand new cars below invoice. That's right. You buy a new car from us, it's below invoice. We have interest rates that are below those credit union interest rates. We even have 0% on new vehicles. And we have one of the greatest selections to choose from. We have Chevrolet, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram. We got it all. So you come see us right here at Clay Automotive and experience the new Clay Way.
And welcome back once again to the Hallman Automotive pregame show. Tonight we welcome in the second round of the Class 5A state playoffs. The Vols taking on top-ranked St. Paul's. You know, last Friday night, Jeff, you look at it, the Vols battled back and forth with Eufaula before escaping with that big 28-24 win.
Tommy, you look back at that ball game, it's really a lackluster performance in the first half of the Vols offensively. But Central really started coming off the ball in the second half. The backs ran harder with more determination. Jalen Lyle scored 3 touchdowns in the second half, had 2 more long ones called back because of penalties. And you talk about the penalties, one area this team has to improve on tonight, and that is cutting down on the yellow flag.
As we flip the side of the field to the defensive front, Central gave up a lot of big plays to the Tigers. That's something we're just not used to seeing. Eufaula opened up the playbook, though, and there were plenty of missed assignments, and it almost cost the Vols. But, again, you talk about that Vol defense. They came up big when the game was on the line.
If you remember back about week 2 or 3, I felt like this defense for Central would find a way to keep their football team in about any game they play. Well, that defense is going to be the key to this game here tonight. St. Paul's loves the big play. Central's got to find a way not just to stop those plays, but limit those plays. Just like last week, if these guys get the ball in open space, they'll quickly be standing in the end zone against you.
You know, St. Paul's comes in, as we mentioned, the #1 team in Class 5A, and really one of only 3 undefeated teams in the class. The Saints come in averaging 39 points a ball game after exploding for 57 last week. They win 57-14 over Helena. Quarterback Miller Mosley had 5 first-half touchdowns. They ended this before halftime, throwing for 4. He ran for another. They also feature a great tailback, Austin McPherson. Already has offers from Southern Miss. He ran for 140 yards last Friday night. And, Jeff, I tell you, though, the most imposing thing to me has to be that offensive line.
Well, they're impressive, Tommy. You just got to, when you look at the lineup, the first thing you see is the size across their front, 270, 255, 300 at the center, in the middle, 220, 210, 170. They're just huge across that front. They average over 250 pounds, and they're tall as well, 6'6", 6'7". They don't have a lineman up there that's under 6'2", and you can see why they've been able to run the football with a line like that.
And defensively, they're not too shabby on that side of the ball, allowing just 10 points a ball game. They feature defensive back Jalen Thompson. He's already ranked as one of the top recruits in this year's class. He's already committed to play at South Alabama, but in the last few ball games, there have been a lot of visitors from around the SEC coming to check out Mr. Thompson, and we'll see how all that ends up. But he does it all for the Saints. Had 176 total yards last week offensively, had 3 offensive touchdowns. He also returned a fumble for another score. And leading the tacklers is Hayden Mezek. He is a senior safety at 6'1", 180. We'll call his name a lot. He averages right around 10 tackles a ball game. And Darius Whitfield is only a junior, 6'3", 255. Already holds offers from folks like Florida State, Mississippi State, LSU, and Florida. This guy is Josh Casher. We mentioned him a little bit earlier. It's his younger brother, and so it's going to be interesting to see where he plays his college football in a couple of years. Folks, we are just moments away from the kickoff. Central Clay taking on St. Paul. Kickoff straight ahead. This is Vols football. Coming your way next on WAXC TV.
We're selling all brand new cars below invoice. That's right. You buy a new car from us, it's below invoice. We have interest rates that are below those credit union interest rates. We even have 0% on new vehicles. And on our pre-owned selection, we have the largest selection of pre-owned vehicles that we've ever had here at Clay Automotive. So you come pick you one out, you'll love it. And come experience the new Clay Way.
At Cabinets Direct, we strive to provide top-quality products along with professional and courteous service. As a family-owned and operated company, we we have over 40 years of combined experience in cabinetry sales and installation. We offer a wide range of cabinetry with fully customizable options. We also use only locally made products, keeping our money in our community. For more information, give us a call or visit our showroom. Cabinets Direct.
Do you smoke or dip and want to quit but haven't been able to with conventional means? Try Vapor. It works. Highway 9 Vapor has hundreds of flavors of e-liquid, from full and light flavor cigarettes to Cuban cigar flavor, even Dreamsicle, blueberry waffle, and many, many more. Visit Highway 9 Vapor online at highway9vapor.com. That's HWY, the number 9, vapor.com. Call them at 256-252-8665 or stop by the store at 93119 Highway 9 in Lineville. Highway 9 Vapor. Stop smoking and start vaping today.
Why pay more for name brand children's, boys, juniors, and misses clothing when you can save big at Upsy Daisy Resale Boutique in Sylacauga? A great selection of names like Polo, Abercrombie, Mud Pie, and more. Upsy Daisy has maternity clothing for expecting mothers and accessories like bedding, strollers, and car seats. And they're all at affordable prices. And if you're cleaning out your closets, Upsy Daisy will even buy, consign, or offer store credit for trade-ins. See TJ, Cindy, and the rest of the staff at Upsy Daisy Resale Boutique in Sylacauga.
Depot Computer, located next to Depot Gun and Pawn on Highway 280 in Alexander City, is now selling and servicing cell phones, iPads, and tablets. Depot Computer also sells and services computers, laptop, and desktop accessories, virus protection. Get them cleaned up now. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Depot Computer, located next to Depot Gun and Pawn on Highway 280 in Alexander City.
Hey, look, folks, the new Sarah Nissan Sylacauga, every day's a sale day. They come in right now. Sporty Nissan Sentras, 39 miles per gallon. Got them on sale for just $129 a month. Sarah Nissan Sylacauga, don't miss this big sale. You come and see us. Hey, you know what? I thought of one more thing, folks. During Campaign 300, grab a brand new Nissan Versa like this, 40 miles per gallon, believe it or not, $79 a month. Sarah Nissan, Sylacauga, don't miss out. You come and see us.
And welcome back once again. We are at Delaney Stadium here at St. Paul's, getting ready for round 2 of the Class 5A playoffs. About time for a Lake Martin Vein and Laser Center coin toss. Lake Martin Vein and Laser Center, a full-service vein treatment facilities. You see there on the screen the captains about to meet out here at midfield as they will make their way out and get us ready for this ball game tonight. Again, the Central Vols taking on the St. Paul Saints here in round number 2. First off, it looks like the captains for the Saints, Jalen Thompson, also Hayden Mezek, as well as Walter Little, and also you've got Stuart Timms. For the Vols, it is Quasi Jennings, Trey Kidd, DJ Denny, and Peyton Reynolds as they will meet out there at midfield for the Lake Martin Vein and Laser Center coin toss. Jeff, you look out here, a good crowd. You know, it's a long way down, 4 hours to make it down. As you see across there, a good crowd from Central making their way down here. There's still folks coming in, and as we get set for this ball game here tonight. So a good crowd tonight.
Really proud of the showing that they made, Tommy. They came down here to support the Volunteers. And as you mentioned, a long ride. We're right just a few miles from downtown Mobile, and made the effort to get here in a cold night. I mean cold, especially for here on the Gulf Coast. But they've made the effort. They're bundled up and ready to go.
You know, as we come in, we will say right now, and maybe mention it on several occasions tonight, class act down here at St. Paul's. We were welcomed with open arms. We were given media guides. We were given a nice warm room to be in here tonight, and they have treated us like $1 million here tonight.
I tell you, I told you walking in, I don't know if we've ever been treated any better. They just went out of their way to make sure we had what we needed, and we really appreciate that. We've had a long ride as well as everybody else, and get in a warm room. And don't get much better than this. You got football on a Friday night.
Really do, and it has been a great ride down, and we have enjoyed following the Vols throughout the 2014 season as they will meet here tonight. As you see on the field, going to be the national anthem and things such as that. We're going to keep it right here, and we should be able to just continue as they are taking part in that. We will keep it here because of the volume, not really able to be picked up from our inside this room. So we will talk about the St. Paul Saints. They come in tonight undefeated, perfect 11-0. We'll talk about the quarterback first off. Miller Mosley is a junior. He is 6 foot 170. Coleman Singleton is the fullback. He is 5'10", 150, only a sophomore. Austin McPherson is the tailback. He is a junior, 5'8", 165. And then on the outside, you got Jalen Thompson, runs a lot of wide out at 6 foot 165, a senior. He is one of the most highly sought-after defensive backs in the senior class in the state of Alabama. Adam Abrams is a wide out, 6'2", 200. He is a senior. Then on the front line, you've got the center at 6'3", 300, a junior, Colton Watkins. The guards, Darius Whitfield, also a junior at 6'3", 255. Henry Mitchell is 6'2", 220. He is a junior guard. And the tackles, Richard Doggett, 6'6", 210. He is a senior. And Troy Thingstad, already committed to play football at Louisville next year. He is 6'7", 270, a senior. And the tight end, Henry Mann, 6'1", 170. He is a junior. The Vols win the coin toss to open up the ball game. They defer until the second half, so we'll get our first look at the St. Paul Saints offense, and that's how they'll stack up to open it up against the Volunteer defense, led at linebacker Peyton Reynolds, 6 foot 210. He is a senior. Tyler Smith, the other linebacker, 5'5", 175. He is a junior. Along the front line, you got DJ Denny, 6 foot 255, a senior, also getting a lot of playing time, and we may see the start tonight go to Tim Henry, 5'9", 170. He is a senior there at nose. The defensive tackles, Lane Browning, had a great night last Friday night. He's 5'10", 190, a senior. Colby Robinson, 5'11", 195, a senior tackle as well. And also on the defensive front, you'll see a lot of JoJo Staples, 5'10", 180, a senior. Marcus Heflin, 5'8", 180. He is a junior. Also, check that. Marcus Heflin is a senior, rather. Peyton Reynolds, a senior, again, as the linebacker at 6 foot 210. And in the secondary, you got Davin Flanord. He is 6 foot 155, only a sophomore. Dion Drummond's the senior on the other side, 5'6", 140, a senior. And in the secondary, DJ Ford, 6'2", 185. He is a junior. And we saw a lot of Evan Whitehead at 5'10", 155, a senior, as well as we see some Hunter Bickerstaff. He is a senior, 5'8", 145, back in that secondary. So the Vols will get to go on defense first, Jeff. That's the way we'll see the St. Paul's offense. We've heard a lot about it, and I think that's kind of the feeling we had before the coin toss. We felt like we might see the St. Paul's offense on the field first.
There's been a lot of things read, a lot of things said about this St. Paul offense, and you've seen them on film. You know how explosive they can be. One of the guys to really pay attention to is the one you talked about a while ago, the senior slot man, Jalen Thompson. Just in recent weeks picked up a lot of interest in some D1 schools. A guy that you don't want to leave alone out there in open space. He can really make things happen. One of two guys on this football team, one of only two, I should say, that plays both ways. Of course, he and Thingstad, the committed senior to Louisville. So really explosive offense, and we're expecting some things to happen.
You know, we talked last week after the ball game. We expected to see the kickoff coverage change just a little bit. As I see out there right now, you got JoJo Staples out there along with Clay Tuck. I see Lane Browning. I see Dion Drummonds, and I see Marcus Heflin just on this side. A lot of starters are back in on that kickoff coverage team as we get ready for our Talladega Ford kickoff. Isaac Andrews to kick it off back deep, and it is none other than number 7, Jalen Thompson, that will take the kick over the shoulder, try to get to the middle of the field. Looks for a hole at the 20-yard line, cuts it up, and he'll bring it out to about the 35-yard line, be stacked up there and down at the 37, and that is where they will start first down and 10.
St. Paul's going to go to work with decent field position time as they clear the 35-yard line to begin the opening drive. And again, watch for Mosley, a lot of speed.
Clay Tuck was hit on that, and he's having trouble getting off the field on the far side. They'll check him out as he was wobbly going toward the sideline, and the doctors will check him out over there on the other side. First down and 10 for Miller Mosley and the St. Paul Saints. Back behind him, it is going to be McPherson. He's got 2 split outs to his left, 1 to his right as he goes up under center. And movement on the interior, and I believe it may have been a lineman that lifted the hand.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think
on the left side.
St. Paul. One thing to notice right off, Tommy, we see Hunter Bickerstaff looks like getting a start at cornerback. And also, in the secondary, we don't see Evan White.
Right.
He was injured that shoulder, left shoulder last week, so don't know whether he's able to play or not.
He is in uniform across the way, but not on the first offensive snap. It is 1st and 15 as the Saints will come to the line, split out to the near side, and 2 will go to the far side. As Mosley goes up under center, they'll hand it off, fake it. Now rolling back as Mosley comes to the right side, looking deep, dumps it off. The catch is made at the 45. Midfield, cutting it back and then be driven down after a gain of about 13, 14 yards. That is Hunter Quinley from his tight end position. It is 1st and 10 for the Saints.
And Tommy Quinley came off the far side, just came all the way across the formation, got in that zone between the secondary and the linebackers that time, wide open, and a good job of Mosley delivering the football for a big gain on 1st down.
Into Vols territory at the 46-yard line, just outside the 46. Goes St. Paul. Split out, goes 1 to the left side, 3 to the near side. Shotgun formation for Mosley. Motion man to the far side. They'll take it. Hand it off. That's going to be McPherson. Tries to turn it up, finds a gap, slips through one little hole, and then drilled down at about the 40-yard line. He will pick up about 5, maybe 6 yards on the stop across the way. It looks to be Lane Browning.
Lane Browning and Peyton Reynolds there to make the tackle. One thing, if you're a volunteer, you've got to do when you have an opportunity to tackle these guys, you've got to wrap them up, bring them down. Tremendous second effort on the part of St. Paul's.
2nd down, and we'll call it a short 4 as 2 split outs go to the far side. Also a couple come to the near side. Mosley loads up the shotgun with McPherson to his right. In motion, Thompson gets the handoff, comes to the near side, turns it up, cuts it, and is hit and driven back. Good play by the defense. They'll stop him as he will get a couple of yards, maybe 3, but a big hit by JoJo Staples and DJ Ford.
Yeah, I'm sorry, it was DJ Ford that really flew in there from that safety position, made a big hit on him, but going to be real close to a 1st down. Watch them. They love to run that little jet sweep, that little speed sweep to Thompson and give him an ability to do something on the outside.
3rd down at about a half yard for St. Paul's. Late player checking in. That is Mezek. And a lot of confusion. They're going to have to burn a timeout. The officials look over and Coach Mask says, hey, let's take the timeout here with 10:03 left in the first period. So 3rd and about a half yard. And Jeff, you look at this St. Paul offense, open up with a great pass play, and then now the Vols defense starting to stiffen here once they had inside to Vols territory.
Well, we heard about the diversity of this offense, Tommy. They're able to run the ball and throw it when they need to. They don't throw it a lot, have it in the past, but Mosley shows you early on that he's quite capable of doing that and does a good job of keeping his feet. He slipped when he made that play fake trying to come around the corner, but he got his hand down, kept his balance, and made the throw.
3rd down at about a half yard, and thanks to all the sponsors who bring you volunteer football and have done it throughout the years: Sarah Honda of Sylacauga, Southern Pipe and Supply, Upsy Daisy Resale Boutique of Sylacauga, as well as Lineville Health and Rehab. 3rd down. Scoreboard says 2, but it looks like more of almost a full yard. Yeah, it's less than a yard, as that big offensive line will come up. And Mosley will have the I backfield back behind him. Dotting the I is McPherson. Fullback into the ball game now is number 32, Dylan Hooper, 5'8", 185. It'll be the pitch back to McPherson, cuts it up, got his 1st down and more, breaks a tackle at the 30, and he will dive to the 26-yard line. Good for St. Paul's 1st and 10.
Hey, one thing you notice real quick about McPherson is after that first step or 2, he's almost wide open, a good cut right at the line of scrimmage, made forward miss. Looked like it was Heflin that came across and finally got him from the back.
1st down and 10. We'll mark it just inside the 27-yard line. Split out goes to the far side. That is Kelly. And to the near side, it's Abrams as well as Vegas. In motion goes Thompson to the far side. And a flag comes in. And let's see what the official says here, and it will be illegal procedure again against St. Paul's.
Yeah, I think they're going to call it on the wide out on the far side, number 17, Kelly, as he jumped just a little bit before the snap and drew the flag.
First possession of the game. Saints now with the football at the Central Vol 31.5-yard line, facing a 1st down at about 15. McPherson directly behind Mosley on 1st and long. Motion man to the near side. Mosley Fakes it, drops back, looking at his man wide open down the middle, doesn't see him, throws it in the flats, and it's going to be tipped up and incomplete. Peyton Reynolds gets a big hand on it, knocks it away, and it's incomplete, brings up 2nd and long.
And Tommy, it's a good thing, like you mentioned, he didn't look down the middle of the field. Kelly released from the near side on that post, right down the middle, about 25 yards deep. Nobody picked him up. He was wide open for a touchdown. Mosley just never found him.
2nd down at about 15. Vol defense trying to come up with a stop there. Evan Whitehead now in there defensively. Still looks like he has kind of favoring that shoulder, but he is in there at the safety position. Shotgun formation. Mosley with McPherson to his right. He'll take it, give it to McPherson. He'll try the left side. They make him run around, cuts up. He's hit once, Tyson drilled. After a gain of maybe a yard, he is popped and dropped. That is Whitehead on the hit, and it's 3rd and long.
No problem with that shoulder. He answered that question then. A good tackle out there. But Devin Flournoy, the corner on that side, came up, got penetration in the backfield, forced that wide to the boundary, and allowed Whitehead to come in there and make that tackle.
3rd, we'll call it about 14 yards to go for the Saints at the 31-yard line. Needing to reach inside the 17 in order to keep this drive going. Mosley, junior quarterback in shotgun formation. He'll take it, fake it to Thompson. Now drop back, flips the screen to the other side. It is called by McPherson, cuts it up, bounces it outside, got his 1st down, got it inside the 10, and he will be knocked out of bounds across the way. And they will say he is knocked out of bounds inside the 3.
Tommy, that's set up as well as you can set up a screen. Had 3 receivers in the pattern to the near boundary and really spread the defensive secondary this way. They came back with that screen. Good blocking out front. Central just finally gets him down inside the 10-yard line.
Respecting the news of Jalen Thompson coming across, you got to honor that and use the screen back to the far side. 2 tight end formation now. Mosley with the eye backfield will pitch it back. McPherson cuts it up. He's hit once, twice, dives, and he is in. And did they mark him in the end zone, or is he shot? Yeah, he is into the end zone. That is from about, 3 yards out. They say he stepped out at about the 6. We'll say a 6-yard touchdown run for McPherson. And we've got 8:05 left here in the first period. 6-0, St. Paul's on top.
And Tommy, that comes down to about a 3:55 drive. It started on their own 33-yard line, or 36-yard line rather. So about 64 yards. And the way they wanted to open up the game, they just came out here and moved the ball right down the field.
Beaverstock on for the extra point. Holder is Mosley. Snap, hold, kick, and the kick is good. 7-0. St. Paul's takes the early lead here. This is round 2 of the 5A playoffs. Vols football continues in just a moment.
We're selling all brand new cars below invoice. That's right. You buy a new car from us, it's below invoice. We have interest rates that are below those credit union interest rates. We even have 0% on new vehicles. And on our pre-owned selection, we have the largest selection of pre-owned vehicles that we've ever had here at Clay Automotive. So you come pick you one out, you'll love it. And come experience the new Clay way.
At Cabinets Direct, we strive to provide top-quality products along with professional and courteous service. As a family-owned and operated company, we have over 40 years of combined experience in cabinetry sales and installation. We offer a wide range of cabinetry with fully customizable options. We also use only locally made products, keeping our money in our community. For more information, give us a call or visit our showroom. Cabinets Direct.
Do you smoke or dip and want to quit but haven't been able to with conventional means? Try Vapor. It works. Highway 9 Vapor has hundreds of flavors of e-liquid, from full and light flavor cigarettes to Cuban cigar flavor, even dreamsicle, blueberry waffle, and many, many more. Visit Highway 9 Vapor online at highway9vapor.com. That's HWY, the number 9, vapor.com. Call them at 256-252-8665 or stop by the store at 93119 Highway 9 in Lineville. Highway 9 Vapor. Stop smoking and start vaping today.
Why pay more for name brand children's, boys, juniors, and Mrs. clothing when you can save big at Upsy Daisy Resale Boutique in Sylacauga? A great selection of names like Polo, Abercrombie, Mud Pie, and more. Upsy Daisy has maternity clothing for expecting mothers and accessories like bedding, strollers, and car seats. And they're all at affordable prices. And if you're cleaning out your closets, Upsy Daisy will even buy, consign, or offer store credit for trade-ins. See TJ, Cindy, and the rest of the staff at Upsy Daisy Resale Boutique in Sylacauga.
Depot Computer, located next to Depot Gun and Pawn on Highway 280 in Alexander City, is now selling and servicing cell phones, iPads, and tablets. Depot Computer also sells and services computers, laptop, and desktop accessories, virus protection. Get them cleaned up now. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Depot Computer, located next to Depot Gun and Pawn on Highway 280 in Alexander City.
Hey, look, folks, the new Sarah Nissan Sylacauga, every day's a sale day. Back coming right now, sporty Nissan Sentras, 39 miles per gallon. Got them on sale for just $129 a month. Sarah Nissan Sylacauga, don't miss this big sale. You come and see us. Hey, you know what? I thought of one more thing, folks. During Campaign 300, grab a brand new Nissan Versa like this, 40 miles per gallon, believe it or not, $79 a month. Sarah Nissan, Sylacauga, don't miss out. You come and see us.
Volunteer football right here on WAXC TV. Tommy Wood along with Jeff Colburn. 8:05 left in the first period. 7-0 our score. Talladega Ford kickoff is a short one. Coming up to take it on the far side, and that is going to be DJ Ford. Loses it, now picks it up, and he's going to be hit back inside the 25 at about the 22-yard line. Vols will start first down and 10.
And Tommy, not the way they wanted to start off. Ford misjudged that ball a little bit, and he came up a little shorter than he thought. Wasn't there to get a handle on it. Once he did, then St. Paul's were right there with special teams to make the stop.
First down and 10 for the Volunteers. J.T. Burns, the quarterback, 5'9", 140. He is a junior. Marcus Heflin, the senior fullback, 5'8", 180. Jalen Lyles, senior tailback, 5'11", 175. He is a senior. And the Vols open up in the wishbone. 2 tight end look. And it will sweep it to the left side. Jalen hit at the line of scrimmage, falls forward maybe for a yard. It's going to bring up second down and long.
Not much running room. Kenneth Dickerson, the tackle on the near side, only 205 pounds, but a good job of standing in there and making the stop.
They'll say 1, so say second down and about 9. Jalen comes in, 229 carries, 1,645 yards on the year, averaging 7.18 yards every time he touches the ball. It is second down and 9. Power set, actually 2 tight end look. Now they will move the wishbone backs up, give it to the fullback right side, and across the 25 to about the 27, go for a gain of 3, and I believe that's Marcus Heflin on that carry.
Kind of a little bit of a different look, what we're used to seeing out of Central. Really got trying to get some numbers up front and get a push, keep the ball on the ground. They don't want to try anything fancy. We know what kind of passing the game they've got, and they don't, to be frank with you, they don't have a lot of confidence in it. They'd like to get the first down on the ground if they could, but they're faced with a long third down conversion.
Third down, we'll call it about 5.5, maybe 6 yards to go as the Vols will come to the line. Flanord goes to the far side. DJ Ford to the near side. Man-to-man coverage by Jalen Thompson. Eye backfield, back behind J.T. Burns. He'll step back, looking for the fade route. Throws it toward DJ, and it's incomplete. And overthrown. It's going to bring up a fourth down, and the Vols going to have to punt the football away.
Tommy, a lot of contact over here, but nothing doing, just good coverage. Jalen Thompson didn't allow DJ to get the inside position on him that time, and nowhere to go with the football. DJ just couldn't get to it.
So on fourth down and 5, Isaac Andrews on. Try to punt the football away. Jalen Thompson stands inside Saints territory at about the 46-yard line. Good snap back to Andrews. Got to hurry. Does get it out of there. Thompson, he picks it at the 40-yard line, goes left side. Tries to get around the corner, and looks like no flag on the play as it goes to the left side. I saw something fly back here. I think the official was just marking where he fielded it, I guess.
I thought he signaled for a fair catch, but they threw the beanbag back here about the 41, 42-yard line.
And he will have a great punt return inside the Vols 30 to the 28-yard line.
Yeah, just found that little wall to the far side, right up the sideline that time. A good return inside the 30. They're set up with excellent field position.
First down and 10 at the 28. St. Paul's already leading 7-0. 6:20 left in the first period. Split outs, 2 will come to the near side. Mosley up under center, deep back is McPherson. First down and 10. McPherson gets the call. McPherson lowers a shoulder. He'll take it inside the 35-yard line. Check that, inside the 25-yard line, I should say. Gain of about 3. We'll call it second and a short 7.
Tyler Smith, Kobe Robinson in there to make the stop for the Volunteers. St. Paul showing you their options coming. They're not afraid to go there. They can run the football. So far they've been able to throw it. Right now Central just a little bit back on their heels defensively.
Gain of actually about 4. We'll call it second down and 6. 5:49 left in the first period. Mosley, shotgun formation. As he'll take the snap, step back to throw. Looking in the flats it goes. The diving catch out here and made at about the 21-yard line. That is going to be Hooper bringing it in front of Bickerstaff.
Tommy, you look at this offense, they're relatively young. They only got 4 seniors and 6 juniors, 1 sophomore, but the junior quarterback Mosley impresses you so far with good decisions. Not afraid to check down, check off his initial receiver and go underneath and doing a good job of throwing the football.
Third down and a long 3, maybe short 4 for the Saints. 2 split outs will go to the left. I backfield behind Mosley. Now they'll run the bunch set over there. This usually leads to the sweep, and it does, to the left side. Cutting it up, breaking a tackle. First down and more, and taking it down to the 15-yard line goes Bobby Edmonds, the junior tailback, and it's another St. Paul's first down.
They just keep throwing weapons at you. Edmonds, good looking run that time. Yards after contact, probably 5 or 6. They got the first down.
First down and 10, just outside the 15-yard line. Game clock rolling under 5 minutes left, about 4:45 remaining here in the first period. It's been all St. Paul's here, leading 7-0. That's your First State Bank score, and threatening for more right here. Mosley takes it, drops back, looking down the middle of the field. All time to throw the football, rolls to the left side. Now he's got a block and the wall. He's to the 10-yard line, to the 5, and did he step into the end zone or step out? And the official says touchdown. 16-yard touchdown run for Mosley. And St. Paul's goes up 13-0 with 4:22 left in the first.
I tell you, you got to tip your hat to him when you go back and look at this on film. Tommy, the kid's feet never stopped. He was looking around, kept his head, his eyes downfield, but he just extended that play. There was nowhere to go with it. He found the block that he needed on the corner and got to 6 points.
Extra point coming up. That is Beaverstock to add the PAT, the holder. Is going to be Mosley. Good snap, good hold, and the kick is up, and the kick is good. 14-0 now our score. St. Paul's with 2 quick touchdowns to jump on top of the Volunteers.
And something Central certainly didn't want to see, especially after a long road trip coming down here. They knew they was facing the number 1 team in 5A, and to go down 2 scores this early in the ballgame on 2 possessions. Got to take a little bit of wind out of their sails. Go back and look at St. Paul's, and you know what they're looking for redemption this year. They've gone undefeated to this point. Last year they made it to the 4th round, just missed that trip to Tuscaloosa. You know, they beat Benjamin Russell in the 3rd round last year before losing to Saraland, and 2 overtime times in the 4th round. And we know Saraland's just right up the road from here, a big rival game. They've got a lot to prove, and they've come out on firing on all cylinders here early in this ball game.
They have definitely done that. Time for another Talladega Ford kickoff. Another short kick. DJ Ford will field it at the 15-yard line. Comes to the right side, breaks a tackle at the 25, struggles forward across the 30, and forward out to the 32. It'll be first down and 10.
It's imperative that this Central offense come out and get something going, move the chains. They can't afford to play behind the sticks in this kind of game. I mean, they've got to get some yards on first down, not put themselves in predictable 2nd and 3rd down in long situations.
First down and 10. They'll mark it out at the 33-yard line. Vols' last possession, 3 and out. Back to the wishbone. Split out to the far side. Burns under center. He'll take it. Give it off to Heflin. Nothing doing.
Tommy, the guy up front looked like Ryan Johnson. I thought he was lined up off sides, but the official didn't throw the flag, but he was the first one with penetration back there to make the tackle.
Definitely across the line of scrimmage in a hurry. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Vols, and offensively unable to get anything going at this point.
They've got to get something established. You know, and I'm not so sure spreading this kind of defense out with the speed they got. I'm not sure trying to play the boundary game is going to be wise.
2nd and 10 as the Vols will come up, stay in the wishbone. Split out, goes to the far side. They'll shift the wishbone to the left side and hand it off. Second man through, that is Jalen, takes it across the 35, and Lyles out to close the 37. We'll call it a gain of 4, brings up a 3rd down and 6.
And again, a long 3rd down situation coming up for the Volunteers. And if you watch up front, they're just not getting off the snap of the ball. St. Paul is getting a step across the line of scrimmage really before the Volunteer offensive line has time to raise their head.
It's going to bring up a big 3rd down right here for the Vols, trying to keep this drive alive, down 14-0, under 3 minutes remaining in the first period. 3rd, and we'll call it 6. The I backfield, back behind JT. Burns will take it, fake it, and flag on the play.
Yeah, it's going to stop it before it ever got underway, and I think somebody on the right side, maybe been Brown or Milam one, might have moved a little bit early.
That's going to make it 3rd and 11. And actually, they're indicating it is against St. Paul's. That will move it and change it to 3rd and 1.
It is. They're signaling offsides against St. Paul's. So got an excellent opportunity to convert on 3rd down right here, and they need to do it to give their defensive side a little bit of rest. Of course, I say that, and a lot of the offensive guys are playing defense 2 ways is only way you play at Central here lately.
But you get to stay in the attack mode as well as being attacked. So 3rd and a long 1 right here. Wishbone, now they'll shift out of it. And Burns will give it to the first man through, struggling forward. I don't know. It's going to depend on the spot. It's right here in front of us, and it will depend on the spot. They will put it out at about the 42.5-yard line. And
he spots it off his right foot. It's going to be awful close.
It is major close here. Officials may have to bring the chains out, and they will. They're going to have to bring it out and take a look at that one.
This could be one of those that's just by the nose of the football. If it is, it's not any more than that. We're right dead on it. You and I can't call it from up here.
No, it's hard to tell. Another score to pass along in Class 5A. Jackson leads Tallahassee by a score of 7-0 in the early going there. First down, that is good for a Clay Automotive first down for the Volunteers, and we'll rattle the chains and bring up a new set of downs.
Something they desperately needed right now, if nothing else, just to breathe a little bit of life into them. Trying to get something established. Pretty much their game plan tonight has been between the tackles, and they're not having a whole lot of success. They've got to get something going.
First down and 10. They'll move it out at the 43-yard line. Clay Automotive first down, keeping this drive alive. If you need something to drive, check them out tomorrow at Clay Automotive, Highway 9 between Lineville and Ashland. Flanord and Ford will come to the near side. The I backfield lines up behind J.T. Burns. On 1st and 10, the sweep to Jalen. Jalen looking for a hole, can't find one, lowers a shoulder. He'll take it outside the 45 and fight and claw out to the 47-yard line. Give him a gain of about, looks like 4 on the play, brings up 2nd and 6.
And Tommy, it is positive yardage on first down, but you know, the way Jalen's running, that second effort, just always leaning forward, that's got to ignite a fire in some of his teammates when they see that senior out there giving everything he's got.
2nd down and 6 for the Vols. Game clock now with 1:15. 2nd and long. Peyton in the backfield this time. Power eye set to the left side. And bobble on the snap. And J.T. Burns will get back on it.
No, J.T. didn't.
He didn't?
And somebody along the line did, I think, maybe for Central, but J.T. never got his hand back on.
So it is 3rd down, and that's the plays you do not need in this situation. So 3rd down now and about 7.
Just a missed handle between Dawson Taylor and J.T. Burns, and really, really fortunate not to come up with a turnover there.
Big play here for this Vols offense, trying to get this drive going. Picked up 1 first down, and now facing 3rd and long. Split outs are either way. Bump coverage on both sides. Burns takes it, bobbles it, and then gets it, rolls back to the right, looking, dumps it off. The catch is made by Heflin. 45-yard line is Marcus Heflin. 40 down the far sideline. 30, 25, 20. Marcus Heflin streaking down the sideline and dives in. It is a touchdown, Volunteers, and the Vols are on the board.
Tommy used a little bit of that play that St. Paul's used a while ago. They got Heflin out of the backfield, just swung out underneath the coverage, got lost out there in the secondary. J.T. Burns with a good job of throwing on the run, and Heflin with that speed down the far sideline puts Central on the board.
Great play call, found him in the flats, and it was Marcus Heflin down the far sideline to cut the lead to 14-6. Andrews on with a chance to cut it in half. Burns to put it down. Taylor to snap it back. They do, and the kick is up, and it is good. Somehow it got through there. It is 14-7, and the Vols are on the board. Cut the lead in half with 13 seconds left on the clock.
Good effort that time from both J.T. Burns. It was a high snap. He went up and got it, and Isaac Andrews kept his concentration and put it right through the upright.
54-yard touchdown pass from J.T. Burns to Marcus Heflin, who showed off the speed down the far boundary and made it a 14-7 lead with 13 seconds left on the clock.
And Tommy, that's nothing for Central to come out of here tonight with a win. They've got to be able to do something besides run the football. And they've got to soften this defense up a little bit. We talked about Jalen Lyles coming in here averaging about 7 yards a carry. So far tonight he's had 5 carries for only 11 yards. So they've really keyed on Jalen. When they do that, somebody else has got to step up and make a big play.
Isaac Andrews on for the Talladega Ford kickoff. Jalen Thompson awaiting the kick back at the 15. A couple of bottles of dynamite waiting on this when you got McPherson and Thompson. He'll take it at the 20-yard line. That is Thompson. Goes left side looking for a wall, cuts it back, and they will bring him down just outside the 30 at about the 31-yard line. Good coverage. That is Tim Henry leading the way down there. And also getting up is going to be JoJo Staples. It's 1st and 10 St. Paul's, and let's see if this Vol defense can come up with a stop.
Yeah, they've got to stand up big right here, Tommy. And one of the keys is the linebacker. The defensive line hadn't necessarily got to make the tackles, but they got to stay on their blocks long enough, not let them get out on the linebackers, so that Peyton Reynolds and Smith and Tuck and that bunch can come in there and make some stops.
1st down and 10. Only 4 seconds remaining on the clock here in the first period. Mosley with the shotgun look sends Thompson in motion. He fakes it. Now it's going to be Mosley keeping left side. Lowers a shoulder, and he'll pick up a couple, but the defense there as he'll bring it out to the 35. That is the end of the first period after 1. It's 14-7. St. Paul's on top. This is Volunteer Football on WAXC TV.
In a world that's ever-changing, you have to be sure that your choices are the right choices. At Central Alabama Community College, you'll know you made the best choice. We understand that you need the best educational opportunities. Whether choosing a technical degree program, taking courses to transfer to a 4-year college or university, or being a part of our national championship winning traditions, Central Alabama will provide you with courses and degree programs in tune with today's workplace. Get a sharper focus on your life by choosing one of our 3 convenient locations: Alex City, Childersburg, and Talladega. Central Alabama Community College. Central to you, central to your success.
Tallapoosa Ford is the region's complete Ford dealer with service and sales beyond compare. Tallapoosa Ford is your F-150 powerhouse with America's best-selling truck with a superior selection on all truck types. Check out our inventory of Ford Mustangs on the lot, all with great financing incentives and an award-winning service department with you after the sale.
Hello, I'm Jeff Smith with Tallapoosa Ford, and I'd like to welcome you to our dealership to come and experience a low-pressure sales environment. With no commission salespeople, our sales force is here to serve you. Please come see us today.
Tallapoosa Ford, Highway 280, Alex City, where if we don't have it, we'll get it, guaranteed.
Young's Drug Store has proudly served the citizens of Lineville and the surrounding areas for more than 50 years, providing fast, friendly service. At Young's Drug Store, you're more than just a number, which is why we strive to always greet you with a warm hello and friendly smile. Young's Drug Store offers a convenient drive-through window, prescription compounding, vaccination services, and after-hours emergency availability to better serve you. Young's Drug Store now even has the convenience of viewing and refilling your prescriptions online at youngsdrugstore.llc.com. Young's Drug Store, located on Highway 9 in Lineville, 256-396-5632.
Lineville Health and Rehab represents a wonderful alternative to traditional long-term care and rehabilitation. Lineville Health and Rehab will meet your or your loved one's needs. At our facility, you will not only find a commitment to quality, but also a professional and caring staff. We welcome you to a tour at our facilities anytime. Lineville Health and Rehab, Lineville, Alabama, where our family cares for yours. 256-396-2104.
For top quality sales and top quality service to back it up, look no further than Chainsaw Sales and Service on Highway 9 in Goodwater. Get the best names in chainsaws, trimmers, and mowers.
Steel.
A leading brand in chainsaws and lawn equipment.
Hustler.
The top-selling zero-turn lawnmower. At Chainsaw Sales and Service, you not only get the best product available, you can count on Jackie and his staff to provide the best service around for all your small engine needs, from parts to service. Contact Chainsaw Sales and Service at 256-839-6607.
Looking for a reliable mid to late model vehicle at an affordable price? Hallman Automotive of Lineville can help you with several lending options to get you the best rates with low payments on cars, trucks, and SUVs. Credit problems? No worries. Hallman can get you financed. Hallman also has Graceland Portable Buildings and many options with financing available and no credit check. Need work done? Count on Hallman Automotive and Transmission. Certified ASC technicians with 25 years experience in business. Alignments, brakes, transmissions, tires, and much more. Count on Hallman Automotive for all your auto needs. A hometown business with hometown people you can deal with.
Back at Delaney Memorial Stadium here at St. Paul's, it's second down and about 8 yards to go for the St. Paul Saints. High backfield, back behind Mosley. That's McPherson. He'll get the call right side, cuts it back, finds a gap, cuts through another hole. He will get across midfield and into Vol territory at about the 48-yard line.
Tommy, good blocking up front from St. Paul's. It's point of contact, and I believe that might have been number 72, Whitfield Stately. His guy opened up that corner for a big run, and looks like that it may be
Zachary.
Zachary down. Looks like with a knee injury.
Yeah, Zachary is down right there where the tackle was made, just inside Volunteer territory at the 48-yard line. And, you know, that last play shows you what McPherson, kind of a jitterbug. He is just so quick back there and accelerates, and that time looked like he was stopped going to the right side, just a little skip to the left and accelerated through a hole and able to pick up big yardage again going into Vols territory at the 47.5-yard line. So the Vols need to stop right here, Jeff. 11:51 left here in the first half, and St. Paul scored on their first two possessions. Now it's time for Central's D to try to come up with a big stop here.
Yeah, they needed one on that last snap. Tommy, to put them in a long third down situation, didn't get it. St. Paul's credit, as you mentioned, McPherson, we hadn't heard a lot about him, but the last couple of weeks, only a junior, but getting a lot of looks from some smaller colleges around the country, and probably going to improve his stock during his senior year.
You know, it's true. He's only a junior. Already an offer from Southern Miss on the table, and a lot of folks expecting those SEC schools to come a-calling in his senior campaign. Mosley back in the backfield, this time with Edmonds. It'll be Edmonds getting the call right side, breaks two tackles, cuts it back against the grain, going to be hit by Flanord, and then finished off by Ford, but not until he gets inside the 35-yard line at the 34.
Well, they just keep throwing the weapons at you. You're talking about Bobby Edmonds, 6 foot 200-pound junior, a lot of speed. Once he got to the line of scrimmage, made the cut back to his left, got in the secondary, was finally hauled down from the back.
First down and 10. St. Paul's on the move again, just outside the 33-yard line. We've got 11:13 left in the first half. It is 14-7 here at Delaney Stadium in St. Paul's. Split outs either way. Mosley comes to the line. You got McPherson back there behind him. He'll hand it off to McPherson, finds another hole, breaks a tackle. He's off to the races down the middle of the field, 15-10, and going to be tracked down. Bickerstaff holds on to him and brings him down inside the 5 at about the 3.
Yeah, it looked like that a couple of guys might have had an opportunity right near the line of scrimmage, but Mosley, with that little bit of a swim move, he brings that arm up over, and once he gets that body sideways, not a whole lot of target there to shoot at. Just wiggles free and gets down inside the 5.
First and goal at about the 3-yard line. Mosley under center. You got McPherson, the deep back in the eye. As they will come to the line, the 2 tight end set. They'll sweep it to McPherson. He dives and is chopped down. That is going to be Peyton Reynolds. They're saying the ball popped loose, but it is no indication, and it will say the ground caused it. It brings up second and goal.
Yeah, Peyton hit him right about the 2-yard line, but his forward lean got him down near the 1. Good job, Peyton Reynolds, just knifing under the block that time and making the tackle.
They will say the knee hits at the 2. And it looks like second down and goal. I backfield again. Mosley goes up under center, and he's going to keep it and get close to the end zone, and he's in. 2-yard touchdown run for Mosley.
Mosley just got in the back pocket of that big center, Watkins, 6'3", 300 pounds, and rode him and the rest of the offensive line right into the end zone.
So St. Paul's answers a touchdown with one of their own. Takes the lead to 20-7. On for the extra point. Wilson Beaverstock, the freshman. The holder is Mosley, as he'll try to tack on the PAT here with 9:53 left in the first half. The snap is high, hold is good, the kick is up, and the kick is right through there. 21-7, our new score. St. Paul's had the 14-point lead. Vols cut it in half, and St. Paul's answers to go back up by a couple scores.
I'll tell you what, so the first 3 drives were really impressed with this offense. I mean, I can't recall, not sure, we got our chief statistician, Billy Robertson here with a snap, trying to keep stats. I'm not sure St. Paul's had a snap for negative yards.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think everything has been positive. The only things they've had have been 2 penalties, but other than that, everything else has been straight ahead. And this team is everything we thought they were going to be coming in, as they lead 21-7, 9:53 left here in the first half.
We talked about it coming down here. Central shot was their defense holding on and not getting into a scoring fest with this bunch. Not sure Central got enough offense to get in a shootout with it.
Beaverstock's kick goes to DJ Ford at the 20-yard line. Ford coming to the left side, now cuts it back into the middle of the field. He'll break a tackle at the 30-yard line, out to the 35. Good return by Ford, and the Vols will start 1st and 10.
I mean, that's the way it looks like St. Paul's is going to kick off pretty much every time. And look for Central probably to move one of their faster return men over there in the next couple of kicks and try to get a big return out of it before it with a good effort. That time gets it out across the 35.
1st down and 10. We will say the 36-yard line, 9:49 in the first half. That is how we will begin this drive. The wishbone set back behind J.T. Burns. He's got Ford out here to the near side, man-to-man from Thompson. And they'll run the handoff up the middle, and not a whole lot there. And being thrown back is going to be, is that Heflin on that carry? No, it was actually Jennings on the carry, and it's going to bring up 2nd and long.
And again, it looks like Whitfield and Johnson up front to make the tackle. And we talked about how young the offense was. The defense is almost as young, as they've only got 5 seniors, 3 juniors, and 3 sophomores on that side of the ball playing tonight.
I'll tell you what, that sophomore at nose guard, 6'3", 225, and he is a hoss in the middle. Now Jalen Lyles, shotgun look, as he'll take it, run the option left side, flag comes in. I believe it's going to be illegal procedure. Looked like to me someone moved on the Vols offensive front. That moves it back 5 and brings up 2nd and about 12.
And you're talking about they got Johnson at nose tackle listed at 225. I would venture to say pretty well, probably bigger than that, but he's only going up 100 against 190-pound center there in Dawson Taylor, and Dawson really got his hands full.
He is a specimen, and I'm going to tell you, as we said, just a sophomore there, number 44. You see him on your screen there in the middle. 2nd down, we'll call it 12, 8:55 left here in the first half. Jalen Lyles, quarterback, in shotgun formation, sends Peoples, and
I'm not sure that wasn't a delay game.
Let's wait and see, and it very well could have been.
It was awful close.
Let's see. The officials talk about it, and it will be dead ball. Illegal procedure again. That takes it to 2nd and 17 now for the Vols.
And we talk about it every week. They've got to get out of this penalty phase. They come in here averaging over 57 yards a game in penalties, and that's 3 yards that you just can't give up to a good team like St. Paul.
You definitely can go back 10 before a snap of the football. Peoples goes in motion far side. Lyles drops back. They set up the screen too high, and Peyton Reynolds able to knock it down. It brings up a 3rd down and 17. Tried the middle screen there, and it is incomplete. So it's 3rd down and long for the Volunteers.
That takes your breath. That's one time you don't want to throw the ball high is when you're throwing it in the middle, especially on a screen like that. And a lot of blue jerseys around there. Just fortunate it didn't get intercepted.
3rd and about 17 now. 8.5 minutes left. Vols going to have to come up with a huge play here to keep this drive alive and keep the football away from this St. Paul's offense. leading 21-7. Bunch set to the left side. Burns will take it, give it off on the right side. Jalen trying to get a gap. He's going to be hit and chopped down at the 34.
And that's one time Jalen would have been well served to stay outside with that, had a little bit of a room. Had Peyton Reynolds out there blocking on the corner for him, but Jalen thought he saw something by cutting it back to the middle of the field, and this aggressive St. Paul defense is Thomas and Edmonds right there to make the stop.
And I think Peyton will tell you he should have made a better block there. He just wasn't able to get a shoulder on the guy, and he was able to chop Jalen down in a hurry. So now the Vols got to punt the football away again. Jalen Thompson for St. Paul standing at the 44-yard line awaiting the kick from Isaac Andrews. 4th, and we'll say about 12 after the 5-yard pickup. Low snap. Isaac gets it out of there, going to get away from Thompson and get a decent roll. Thompson touches it, then picks it up. He'll go to the right side. Turns on the afterburners, got speed. Thompson cuts back, and he'll bring it inside the 40-yard line, and he's going to take it to the house. My goodness. Jalen Thompson into the end zone. And that was about a 65-yard punt return for the touchdown.
And I was just about to make a statement that was a mistake. You saw him swatting at that ball, kind of like shortstop rather, trying to knock down a line drive. But he did corral it, and the young man's got a lot of confidence when he gets the ball in his hands. It's shown right there. He can make things happen.
Just the confidence you see in that guy. You know, it's like a lot of folks would get away from that football, and he just scooped it up, and you know, like it's nobody's business, nobody's chasing him, and he just grabs the football and goes in from 65. And now the extra point from Beaver Stock makes it a 28-7 lead. 7:23 left in the first half. We're going to take a timeout. This is Vols football on WAXC TV.
Are you having a hard time today filling that position that you have open? Are you out there today looking for that right career opportunity?
At Onan Staffing Our Businesses People, we help motivated job seekers and partnering companies grow and prosper by setting the staffing industry standard for strong employee relations and exemplary customer service. We believe employees are a responsibility, not a commodity. Start building your career today. We position job seekers in a variety of services.
Let us help you today. Give us a call at Onan Staffing.
Hey, look, folks, we have to sell 300 cars and trucks this month. That means bigger selection, better prices. One example coming right now, sporty Honda Civics. Got them on sale for just $139 a month. That's just one example. Sarah Honda Sylacauga, don't miss out. You come and see us. Hey, you know what? I thought of one more thing, folks. During Campaign 300, check this out. Fun to drive. Brand new Honda Accords like this, $169 a month. That's just one example. Sarah Honda Sylacauga, 30 minutes south of Birmingham. Big sale. You come and see us.
What a great tradition, serving Clay, Tallapoosa, and surrounding counties for decades. Not just a great store for plumbing supplies and service, but a showroom and salespeople to help you with decisions on brand name Delta faucets and custom shower system. Make sure you pick up the heavy-duty and well-insulated K2 coolers. Southern Pipe and Supplies, located on Dadeville Road in Alexander City. Call 256-234-4235.
First State Bank is a community-owned bank established in 1971 with a mission to be the bank for all people in the area with a primary focus on good old-fashioned customer service. First State Bank has convenient branches located in Lineville, Ashland, and Wedowee. Since its founding, First State Bank has continued to grow and keep up with the banking industry changes in technology to give its customers the best service available, such as internet and mobile banking. First State Bank, here to make dreams come true for people just like you.
For over 35 years, Dairy Delight in Ashland's been providing the area some of the best of your favorite comfort food. From the best burgers around to their famous hot dogs and chicken fingers and sandwiches, even the pickiest of eaters can find some great food at Dairy Delight. And never leave without getting one of the hand-spun milkshakes, banana splits, or soft-serve ice cream just to top it off. Visit Dairy Delight on Highway 77 North, just off the square in downtown Ashland to discover what everyone's talking about and become a customer for life.
Young's Drug Store has proudly served the citizens of Lineville and the surrounding areas for more than 50 years, providing fast, friendly service. At Young's Drug Store, you're more than just a number, which is why we strive to always greet you with a warm hello and friendly smile. Young's Drug Store offers a convenient drive-through window, prescription compounding, vaccination services, and after-hours emergency availability to better serve you. Young's Drug Store now even has the convenience of viewing and refilling your prescriptions online at youngsdrugstore.llc.com. Young's Drug Store, located on Highway 9 in Lineville, 256-396-5900. 5632.
Tallapoosa Ford on Highway 280 in Alex City has delivered new Fords for 35 years. Need fuel efficiency with style? See the best selection of 13 Ford Fusions delivering 38 mpg in a new stylish package. Check out the Hybrid C Max crossover now on the lot, offering roomy comfort with an amazing 47 mpg rating highway and city.
Hello, this is Jeff Smith with Tallapoosa Ford. I'd like to welcome you to our dealership and experience our low-pressure sales. With non-commissioned salespeople, our sales force is here to serve you.
Visit Tallapoosa Ford, Highway 280, Alex City. If we don't have it, we'll get it, guaranteed.
You're watching Central High School of Clay County Volunteer Football on WAXC TV. Due to time constraints, we move forward in the broadcast. Back to the wishbone. J.T. Burns under center. As he'll take it, fake it, drop back to pass. Looking down the midfield, nobody's open. J.T. left side, going to throw it incomplete as he just shoveled it off to avoid the big sack, and it's going to be 4th down and punting time again for the Vols.
And Tommy, I think they was trying to find Peyton Reynolds coming off the tight end, maybe across that zone out there in the middle of the field, but really JT, once he turned around, that play real slow development, had no time to even set his feet and look over the field.
Isaac Andrews to punt the football away again. Jalen Thompson, who has been Mr. Everything here in the first half, limping a little bit inside the 25-yard line as he awaits the punt. There's been pressure every time on Andrews. Gets another one off, end-over-end kick. It's going to go out of bounds across the way.
And that's one way to keep him from making a big play.
Probably not a bad move. Let's just be honest. It's kick it away from him the rest of the ball game.
You want to put him back about the 31-yard line and give him an opportunity to make anything happen.
6:12 remaining here in the first half. Let's take this. Leading 28-7. St. Paul's comes to the line. 6:12 left in the first half. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Mosley off to McPherson. He'll try the right side, cuts it back in, breaks 2 tackles, and he'll gain about 9. Close to the 40-yard line, they'll mark him down at the 39. Gain of 8 on the play, brings up 2nd and 2.
And Tommy, when your offense is doing that, getting big yards on first down, it really allows you to do a lot of different things. And right now, up front, St. Paul's is winning the battle with things Stan Whitfield, Watkins, Mitchell, dogging a bunch of them along that front.
Penalty going to go against St. Paul's and move it back to the 25-yard line. I missed the indication there.
I think it was holding.
May have been holding, and from the point of the infraction, that'll move it back and bring up 1st down at about 15. Volunteer defense trying to come up with their first stop of the night. And St. Paul's has scored on every possession here in the first half. Saints hurry to the line. Mosley takes it. Quarterback keeper. Left side. Hit once, twice, and that's about it. He'll be brought down as he crosses the 25 to the 26-yard line. Evan Whitehead up to make the hit. Tim Henry also in on the stop.
And Tim Henry right now, Tommy, has really got to step up and make some plays. He's got to be the guy along that defensive front and at least get some pressure in the backfield and try to disrupt some of these plays.
2nd down after the gain of a yard. We'll say 2nd and about 14, maybe 13 and a half. Split out comes to the near side. Again, the shotgun look. Mosley back there with McPherson. He'll take the snap, drop back, roll right side. Mosley going to throw it down the middle of the field. The catch is made and driven out of bounds at the 45-yard line. That was a well-thrown football right there. And the catch is hauled in by number 15, and that is Valles.
Yeah, that was just a good play from the quarterback, Mosley. Number 21, Ladarius Zachary, looked like he had position that time, but went for the to slap the ball away and missed it. And guy comes down with a big reception for a 1st down.
That quarterback's a cool customer, isn't he?
Yeah, and I like his demeanor on the field, Tommy. I touched him during warm-up. They all look real confident. They feel like this is where they belong, and they know what they're doing.
2 split outs come to the near side. 1 will go to the far side again. Mosley with the shotgun look. He's got McPherson back there with him. Going to flip it out to McPherson too high. And it's going to be a 2nd down and 10. A little swing pass out to McPherson. They're unable to connect. And now brings up 2nd and long.
And it might have been best that time because it looked like Tyler Smith had a bead drawn on him. Had he come down with that pass, excellent opportunity to make a tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd down and 10. Clock is stopped with 4:49 left until halftime. 28-7, our First State Bank score. St. Paul's up by 21. 4 wideouts. The diamond look goes to the right. Single slot back on the near side, and that is to Thompson. And let's see what Mosley draws up here. He'll throw the quick hitch on the outside, too high, and it goes out of bounds off the hands of McPherson. It's going to bring up third down.
Tommy, right now, Central kind of gambling. They brought Peyton Reynolds on a blitz, trying to get some pressure up the middle of that time. Reynolds coming right at the snap of the ball, but the ball overthrown to the boundary.
Third down and 10. Vols defense could come up with a stop here and get off the football field. 4:37 left until halftime. Thanks to all the sponsors bringing you Vol football throughout the year, including Monty Albine, Curley Motor Company of Alex City, also State Farm Insurance Agent Mike Coleman. Back to pass. Mosley looking, sets up the screen. He finds McPherson. McPherson with a lot of real estate. 45-yard line, 40. He's got the first down to the Vols 38-yard line. There's a flag back here at the 45. And I believe that's going to be a holding call as they grabbed Peyton Reynolds.
Yeah, they had Peyton just wrapped up. They tackled him that time. Really, the only guy in the middle of the field that had an opportunity to make the tackle, but they wrapped him up, pulled him down, and it's going to bring this back.
This St. Paul's team loves the middle screen. I saw it on film this week. That time it is well executed. Coming back with a holding call, moves it back inside the 35-yard line. So they're going to need close to 20 yards to go, and we'll call it about 19 yards to go for the first down.
You know, your averages on a screen, and I'm surprised more teams don't run it more often, but, you know, your average on a screen is real high. So far, St. Paul's has done a good job with that.
Ball's got to keep up with number 7 right here. This is where Mosley likes to go to him. He'll drop back, looking, going to send him long on the near side. Rolling out near side is Mosley, throws it for all he's worth, and that's going to be way incomplete. That time, Jalen Thompson had sat down at the 40-yard line. Mosley just threw it and got rid of it, so the Vols defense comes up with a stop, and St. Paul's got to punt it away with 3:58 remaining in the first half.
Yeah, I think they're looking at Mosley. I believe he just picked that crowd off a little bit early. Didn't go through. It looked like it was a double move out here on the near boundary. Once he got the 40-yard line, he just turned around and sat down right there and didn't go through with it. And Mosley had no other choice but to throw the ball away.
Punting time, high snap. Taken forever. It's partially blocked. The Vols will pick it up at the 40-yard line, and the Vols are going to have great field position at the 38.
I'm not sure. It might have been Tim Henry.
I think it was.
Maybe Colby Robinson on the far side, but somebody got a hand on it, and maybe that's the need, the break that this volunteer football team needs.
You know, I'm going to tell you, he took his own sweet time there and really helped us out a little bit because it felt like there was no pressure, and he just held that football way too long, and the Vols able to get a hand on it, get the partially blocked punt. Now the Vols with good field position at the 38-yard line. Let's see if the Vols can cut that lead in half again. 3:49 in which to operate. Power I set back behind Burns. Jennings goes to the left side now. They'll sweep it left side to Jalen. Jalen trying to find a hole, and not much. Maybe a yard as he'll move it to the 43. Check at the 42-yard line. Check that, the 37-yard line. We'll get it right in a minute. He will gain a yard. It's going to bring up second and long.
Yeah, Central tried to go with a numbers game, go to the short side of the field and hope you get a hat on the hat. And that time, again, it's St. Paul's with a pursuit over there. Dickerson looked like Walter Little in to make the tackle.
Second down and 9. Volunteers go with the power I set to the left side. Jalen, the deep back. They'll hand it right side this time. Jalen with a stiff arm comes to the corner, brings it to the 30-yard line. Another stiff arm. He'll be knocked out of bounds inside the 30, and they'll say the foot goes out at the 29-yard line.
Now they're going to bring up a real manageable third down situation, and you know Central's got to be in two-down territory right here. It gets right into 30, so they're going to bring up third down about 2.5, maybe 3 yards.
They will mark it at the 30, needing to reach just inside the 28. The officials discussing something out there in the St. Paul secondary, and it will bring up third. We'll call it about 2.5 to go. Big possession down right here. I'm with you, Jeff. This is two-down territory no matter how you look at it. Power set goes to the left, and now they'll hand it off up the middle to Jalen. Jalen spins, dives, and takes it to the 25. That's good for a first down.
And pretty much that's all Jalen Lyles right there, Tommy. Lowered that shoulder, uses that lower body strength to keep those legs moving, just forced his way to get through that pile and pick up the first down.
You know, and I'm going to tell you, watching out here, Isaac Andrews, known for his kicking, he just unloaded on a linebacker out there and created a major hole. That's good for a Clay Automotive first down, if keeping this drive alive right here, 1st and 10 at the 25. Vols with 2 minutes and 25 seconds in which to operate. High snap, back to Jalen over his head. He's going to have to get on it, and he does, back outside the 45. That is tragic right there. And now it's going to bring up 2nd down and forever.
I mean, that ball just too high and way too much mustard on it, coming out of the hands of Taylor up at the center that time. Jalen just no way to handle that. Very athletic play to get back there and just fall on it.
Now facing a 2nd and about 30, trying to get down to about the 15-yard line. Jalen, shotgun look, as he'll take it, fake it, go left side. Jalen trying to get a block, gets a little bit of a block, and he'll lower his shoulder and take it back down to the 36-yard line. And the officials will stop the clock with 1:42. And it looks like the Vols are going to spend a timeout here. We'll keep it here as well. Brings up a 3rd down and still needing to reach the 15-yard line. So you're still looking at about 22 in order to keep this drive alive.
But the one thing about it, Tommy, you know they're in two-down territory. They hadn't got to get it all back on this play. They just get it what they can get as much as they can, make it a manageable 4th down, and try to make something happen. But you know, they just keep shooting themselves in the foot with the penalties and the bad snaps. And they're really putting the ball game or the offense on the shoulders of Jalen Lyles right now. He comes in tonight with 204 carries. That's about 150 carries more than anybody else on the football team, and he's really carried the load here in this first half.
A lot of things going on at Central. I want to tell you about a program that's starting up, the Central High Art Department. They are trying to offer an even bigger and better art experience to the students of Central High School. Mrs. Nan Perry is in need of the community support for materials to make this art department second to none in the state of Alabama. Hey, if you'd like to donate art supplies such as brushes, canvases, or paints, contact the school and find out how you can help with the new art program at Central High School. 3rd down. Long way to go. Jalen goes left side. Steps, going to try to tuck it up and run. He's got 5 yards. Jalen trying to get away from a defender, takes it down to the 32-yard line, and he's going to bring up a 4th down. And it looks like still about 16 yards to go.
Yeah, 16, 17 yards. They got to get it down to the 15-yard line for a 1st down. And you're out of range here for Isaac Andrews, and punting does you no good. So you got to go for it on 4th down here and try to keep this ball in your offensive hands.
Big play right here. If the Vols can try to dial something up, they're going to let some time run off the clock and then use a timeout here, because the play clock, you want to wind it down as far as you can, so you don't want to give the ball back to St. Paul's. They will wait till it gets to 1 second and use that other timeout.
Tommy, while we got a break, let me tell you that Alabama High School Athletic Association reminds fans that we all play a role in the education of our students. Parents, fans, and people in the community all set an example for students, whether they're aware of it or not. Help set a positive example in everything you do, both at the games and in your community. Good sportsmanship is what sets your school apart. This is a message from the Alabama High School Athletic Association.
28-7 our score. Here's how we got here. First quarter, St. Paul's 8:05 left in the first. 6-yard touchdown run for McPherson. Extra point was good, made it a 7-0 lead. Then St. Paul's again with 4:22 left in the first. A 16-yard touchdown run for Mosley. Extra point made it 14-0, but the Vols come back. 13 seconds left in the first period. A 54-yard touchdown pass from J.T. Burns to Marcus Heflin. The extra point by Andrews made it 14-7. And then the St. Paul Saints answered again. 9:53 left in the first half. 2-yard touchdown run for Mosley made it 21-7. And then with 7:23 left in the first half, it was Jalen Thompson. 65-yard touchdown run on a punt return for a touchdown made it 28-7. Right now it's 4th and about 17 yards to go for the Vols. Jalen drops back, looking, rolls to the right side, got pressure, and he's going to be sacked. He is sacked back at about the 43-yard line. And looks like number 35 on that sack, and that is going to be Dickerson. Kenneth Dickerson just went around Trey Kidd and drops him back for a huge loss. You can't take a sack on that play, but again, St. Paul's defense just too quick.
You know, you throw the pass incomplete and losing on downs, but you still got St. Paul's down around their own 25-yard line. With a sack, they get it outside their 40.
And let's see if that, 17 yards makes a difference right here. It's first down and 10 for the Saints as they will come to the line. 2 split outs go to the right. A couple will come to the left as well. Leading 28-7, 45 seconds left on the clock. Mosley back to pass, throws it in the flats, and it's going to be caught out there, 50-yard line, 45 down the far sideline, and being knocked out of bounds across the way is going to be Adam Abrams, and a huge gain for St. Paul's, and they are deep in Vol territory again.
Tommy, once again, Zachary that time went for the ball, missed it, and gave up a big play. But you have to appreciate these receivers. They attack the football. They catch it in the air out in front of them and doesn't allow the defense to get there and make those plays.
First down and 10, just outside the 30-yard line. Mosley back to pass. What a hold in the middle there. It does not get called. The catch is made out here at the 24-yard line. Tim Henry had made it through. They grab his arm, pull him back into the pile, and no flag on the play. And it's going to bring up all close to first down yardage, second and a couple. They'll stop the clock with 25 seconds left on it.
Central, a little fortunate. That ball that time was a little bit underthrown. Flanord had lost his footing. He had coverage out here on Hunter, but Hunter had to go down low to get the ball and went down on a knee. And had he been able to catch that ball standing up and turn around, he might have had another 6 points.
Second down and about a yard and a half to go. 25 ticks of the clock remaining. Beaverstock, the kicker, Jeff, we talked about him in warm-ups. This guy's got a great leg.
He really does. He's got a strong leg. And I would say anything from inside the 30-yard line or inside the 40-yard kick, probably well within his range. But I'm going to tell you, we talk about Mosley. You know, they kicked out some quarterbacks here in the last few years.
Yeah.
A.J. McCarron and Jacob Coker. Steve Mask, only in his 3rd year here at St. Paul's, doing a tremendous job with this junior quarterback.
Second down and a couple. Score to pass along. It is Jackson leading over Tallahassee 14-6. That is at the half. Split out goes to the far side. That is Abrams. Second down and short. Mosley back to pass again. Looking, throws it in flats too strong and behind at McPherson, and it's going to bring up third and a couple with 20 seconds left on the clock. I tell you, the thing that you got to love about this kid back there at quarterback, though, keeps the feet moving and keeping his eyes downfield. He never panics, looks cool back there, and again, always set to throw, and every throw is just like a machine. Great stride and just puts it where he needs to. Third down and a couple. Mosley back again. No pressure at all. Throws it down the middle. McPherson's got it and knocked away. Good play that time. DJ Ford on the coverage is going to bring up fourth and a couple.
Got there at the same time as the ball did. McPherson looked to have a reception, but DJ with a good physical hit up there and jarred that ball loose.
Fourth down and looks like about 2 to go. 13 seconds on the clock.
You'll be looking at about a 42-yarder from here, but I think St. Paul's going to go for it and try to get the first down.
Yeah, I think so. Fourth and a couple. McPherson dots the I with 13 seconds left on the clock. Sends the motion to the right side. They'll bunch set over there. That means sweep is going to the right side and faked it and they hand it back on the left side. McPherson is hit, got his first down, keeps jitterbugging around. They'll bring him down at the 15-yard line and the clock will stop with 4.3 seconds on it, and that will make way for Beaverstock to have an excellent shot at a field goal opportunity.
Yeah, they got it down to the 15, going to make this about a 32-yard kick. Got their first down, did exactly what they wanted to. It's going to be on the near hash mark, so it's going to come a little bit from left to right.
They will put this one down at, looks like the 22-yard line, making this a 32-yard effort from the near hash. Beaverstock has been a great kicker here all season long. Volunteers trailing 28-7, only 4 seconds left on the clock. You got to think that this will more than likely wrap up the first half, depending on the quick trigger of the clock operator up top. Beautiful facilities here at St. Paul's. You can see it there on your screen. Beautiful grass field.
They put a lot of effort into painting this field. This is a beautiful place, and everybody's just gone out of their way to be just as nice as they could be to us. We appreciate everything they've done.
Beaverstock on from the near hash. They'll put it down at the 22-yard line. 32-yard effort to try to take the lead even larger. Snap, hold, kick is up. The kick is hits the upright, and did it ricochet in? Yes, it did. Just bounce it in any way you can to make it a 31-7 lead here at the half. That was a 32-yard field goal.
Yeah, hit the right upright and bounced right in. And when things are going your way, it's got to go your way. And Beaver stopped with a good kick that time, gets them free right here before half.
So St. Paul's takes a 31-7 lead into the locker room. It's time for your Cabinets Direct halftime report. We'll take this time out and come back with more. This is Vols football on WAXC TV.
There's more than one way to get professional lawn care. Do it yourself like this homeowner with whatever this is. Pros use reliable, powerful Gravely equipment. This homeowner gets by with something else. Gravely delivers the high performance and quality professionals stake their reputation on. Gravely outpowers, outlasts, outperforms. Get what the pros use.
Get Gravely lawn equipment and more at Abernathy Farm Supply in Alexander City.
For over 70 years, Curley Motor Company has been serving the Lake Martin area with superior service. Curley Motor Company has quality pre-owned vehicles with down payments as low as $1,000 and flexible payment plans to fit any budget. Most vehicles come with warranties that Curley stands behind, and they even service customer vehicles. View all of Curley's inventory online at www.curleymotor.com. Curley Motor Company not only sells pre-owned vehicles but offers much more, such as rental cars, headliner repair, and can help you with lost car titles and title work. When you buy a car from Curley Motor Company, you're not just buying a car, you're buying our name.
Harris Plumbing and Electric, just off the Ashland Square, has everything you need from the floor to the ceiling. Any project, big or small, looking to upgrade those dinosaur appliances? They have a huge warehouse of scratch and dent GE appliances that will save you thousands. You'll even have to look real hard for the scratches, and they come with factory warranties. You owe it to yourself to shop Harris Plumbing and Electric, where your dream kitchens become reality. Located just off the Ashland Square, give them a call today at 256-354-5600. Harris Plumbing and Electric is a proud supporter of high school athletics.
Depot Computer, located next to Depot Gun and Pawn on Highway 280 in Alexander City, is now selling and servicing cell phones, iPads, and tablets. Depot Computer also sells and services computers, laptop, and desktop accessories, virus protection. Get them cleaned up now. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Depot Computer, located next to Depot Gun and Pawn on Highway 280 in Alexander City.
Lake Martin Vein and Laser Center specializes in all things vein and laser oriented. Our physicians treat varicose veins and spider veins. We also utilize laser technology for things such as hair removal, tattoo removal, laser skin tightening, and laser facial peels. Wouldn't you like to see those unsightly varicose veins or spider veins disappear? Remove that dark, unwanted hair or eliminate fine lines and wrinkles. Most procedures are done in 15-minute sessions. Visit our website at lakemartinvein.com or call our office today at 256-212-9300.
Red's Catfish Cabin in Crackford, Alabama. Larry Jordan says, y'all come on up here. If you like good catfish, I'm talking about USA farm raised catfish, you gonna love Red's Catfish. Been around for many, many years. Family friendly, you better believe it. And let me tell you just a few things that you can get with that catfish. Hush puppies, coleslaw, some of the best sweet tea you've ever had, hamburgers, cheeseburgers. So it's not just catfish. That's Red's Catfish Cabin in Crackford, Alabama.
Back at halftime, this is the Cabinets Direct halftime report. Tommy Wood along with Jeff Coburn. Our score at the break, 31-7. It is St. Paul's leading over the Volunteers. And, you know, as part of our halftime every week, Jeff, we talk about Cabinets Direct. And, you know, again, it's a whole lot more than cabinets with those guys. It's like being treated like family.
It really is, and they treat your home like their home. They're going to design a cabinet that works best for you. Great prices, great workmanship. Ricky, Greg Robertson, just good people to deal with. You need to go by and see them for all your cabinet needs, whether it be for the bathroom, the kitchen, interior of your home, whatever you. Ricky and Greg, they can draw it up and get it built for you and have it installed as well.
I tell you what, a great group to know. And again, get in touch with them. Tell them you appreciate them bringing you Vol football. And here at halftime every week, we like to bring you the volunteer marching band. And you see them performing out there on the field right now. Due to our setup here tonight, as far as our microphones, it's hard to pick up those guys. We here in an enclosed press box. So really can't hear the band tonight, but you get a chance to enjoy them right now. Of course, the Central Vol Marching Band, it's the band that is the biggest in Central's history. Again, under the direction of Mr. Russell Hathcock, the band has 120 members, including 19 seniors. Drum major, a great one, John David Phillips, and of course after being named the best in the class at a pair of competitions this fall, Central Band continues to be the premier band in our area, and again the Central High School Marching Band. Our score at halftime, 31-7. The Vols trail St. Paul's. We'll continue with the Cabinet Direct halftime report in just a moment.
Looking for a reliable mid to late model vehicle at an affordable price? Hallman Automotive of Lineville can help you with several lending options to get you the best rates with low payments on cars, trucks, and SUVs. Credit problems? No worries. Hallman can get you financed. Hallman also has Graceland Portable Buildings and many options with financing available and no credit check. Need work done? Count on Hallman Automotive and Transmission. Certified ASC technicians with 25 years experience in business. Alignments, brakes, transmissions, tires, and much more. Count on Hallman Automotive for all your auto needs. A hometown business with hometown people you can deal with.
In a world that's ever-changing, you have to be sure that your choices are the right choices. At Central Alabama Community College, you'll know you made the best choice. We understand that you need the best educational opportunities. Whether choosing a technical degree program, taking courses to transfer to a four-year college or university, or being a part of our national championship winning traditions, Central Alabama will provide you with courses and degree programs in tune with today's workplace. Get a sharper focus on your life by choosing one of our 3 convenient locations: Alex City, Childersburg, and Talladega. Central Alabama Community College. Central to you. Central to your success. It's football season, and the Tide is ready to roll again. Bama fans, make sure you have everything you need to show your Tide pride. Bama Wear on Highway 280 in Childersburg has it all. Polo coaches shirts, game day t-shirts, hats, watches, autographed memorabilia, Daniel Moore prints, and home goods. Bama Wear is also the original home of the popular Bama Girl t-shirts and has plenty of Tide stuff for the Bama ladies, including houndstooth purses, dresses, raincoats, and more. So whether you're gearing up to show your Tide pride at home or the game, there's only one place to go: Bama Wear on Highway 280 in Childersburg. You can also get your Tide gear online at BamaWear.com. Roll Tide. We are a debt relief agency. We help people file Chapter 7 and Chapter 13 under the Bankruptcy Code.
Marcia Mason is pleased to announce the new location of Mason Law Firm at 217 Madison Street in Alexander City. Marcia Mason is your local attorney for bankruptcy and Social Security disability. Call your hometown attorney, Marcia Mason, at 256-329-1313. All initial consultations are free and strictly confidential.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than that of other attorneys.
Hey, look, folks, the new Sarah Nissan Sylacauga, every day's a sale day. Back coming right now, sporty Nissan Sentras, 39 miles per gallon. Got them on sale for just $129 a month. Sarah Nissan Sylacauga, don't miss this big sale. You come and see us. Hey, you know what? I thought of one more thing, folks. During Campaign 300, grab a brand new Nissan Versa like this, 40 miles per gallon, believe it or not, $79 a month. Sarah Nissan, Sylacauga, don't miss out. You come and see us.
Harris Plumbing and Electric, just off the Ashland Square, has everything you need from the floor to the ceiling. Any project, big or small, looking to upgrade those dinosaur appliances? They have a huge warehouse of scratch and dent GE appliances that will save you thousands. You'll even have to look real hard for the scratches, and they come with factory warranties. You owe it to yourself to shop Harris Plumbing and Electric, where your dream kitchens become reality. Located just off the Ashland Square, give them a call today at 256-354-5600. Harris Plumbing and Electric is a proud supporter of high school athletics.
And welcome back once again. We are here at halftime, the Cabinet Direct halftime report. 31-7 our score. St. Paul's leading over the Central Volunteers. And Jeff, you look at this first half and, really St. Paul's proves why they're the number one team.
They certainly do, Tommy. They leave no doubt in your mind. And, the only word I can come up with is balance. Balance. Offensively, they throw the ball efficiently. They run the football efficiently. They play ahead of the chains. And, they're just really impressive. The quarterback, we talked about him a lot, Mosley, just a cool guy under pressure, never gets panicky. His feet's always moving, looking down the field. And, you know, so far St. Paul's came out here with a game plan. They've executed it to a T.
They really have. They have a ton of athletes, and they have executed so well. And you know, you look at it when you're in a game like this. There's so much pressure on you to not make any mistakes. The Vols have made a few. You know, the high snap, a couple of penalties that were at tough times. But you know, to be honest, it's just St. Paul. They have just played so well here in this first half that we've just had no answer for it.
And I give Coach Mask and his staff a lot of credit. And you know, I really believe they're showing a lot of respect to the Volunteer defense. They know it's tough to just come out here and run the football against them and try to run between the tackles. And he's tailored his game plan around spreading that defense out, getting some soft spots, and quarterback really putting the ball on the money when he needs to.
Well, we're going to take this final time out here at halftime. When we come back, it is second half action. That's your Cabinets Direct halftime report, 31-7. Third quarter gets underway in just a moment. This is Vols football on WAXC TV.
You may know them from high school, from the local grocery store, or even your own neighborhood. These local teams have embarked on a new journey, one that begins at Southern Union State Community College. Visit suscc.edu/journey to see the life's journey these students have planned. We believe that you have an amazing journey ahead of you too, and Southern Union is the perfect place to begin at an affordable price close to home. Southern Union, where the journey begins.
Are you sure we should take this billboard down?
People find out State Farm does car loans as well as they do insurance. Our bank is through.
Good point. Grab an edge.
Look, there's two guys on the State Farm Borrow Better banking sign.
No, for real, there's two dudes on the State Farm
Borrow Better banking sign.
Gentlemen, please get down from the State Farm Borrow Better banking sign. Phil, get the hose.
Okay, he's getting the hose.
All right, let's go.
Want to borrow better? Contact State Farm agent Mike Coleman about a car loan that can save you hundreds.
First State Bank is a community-owned bank established in 1971 with a mission to be the bank for all people in the area with a primary focus on good old-fashioned customer service. First State Bank has convenient branches located in Lineville, Ashland, and Wedowee. Since its founding, First State Bank has continued to grow and keep up with the banking industry changes in technology to give its customers the best service available, such as internet and mobile banking. First State Bank, here to make dreams come true for people just like you.
At Cabinets Direct, we strive to provide top-quality products along with professional and courteous service. As a family-owned and operated company, we have over 40 years of combined experience in cabinetry sales and installation. We offer a wide range of cabinetry with fully customizable options. We also use only locally made products, keeping our money in our community. For more information, give us a call or visit our showroom. Cabinets Direct.
We're selling all brand new cars below invoice. That's right. You buy a new car from us, it's below invoice. We have interest rates that are below those credit union interest rates. We even have 0% on new vehicles. And we have one of the greatest selections to choose from. We have Chevrolet, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram. We got it all. So you come see us right here at Clay Automotive and experience the new Clay Way.
Red's Catfish Cabin in Crackford, Alabama. Larry Jordan says, y'all come on up here. If you like good catfish, I'm talking about USA Farm raised catfish, you gonna love Red's Catfish. Been around for many, many years. Family friendly, you better believe it. And let me tell you just a few things that you can get with that catfish. Hush puppies, coleslaw, some of the best sweet tea you've ever had, hamburgers, cheeseburgers. So it's not just catfish. That's Red's Catfish Cabin in Crackford, Alabama.
Back at Delaney Memorial Stadium here at St. Paul's, it is the Saints leading over the Volunteers 31-7. Thanks to all of our sponsors, and that includes the great folks at Harris Plumbing and Electric. Everything you need from the floor to the ceiling. You can save thousands on new appliances as well, and you can find it all at Harris Plumbing and Electric. Kickoff time. Beaverstock kicks it deep. That's going to be Dark at the 10. Loses control, picks it back up, goes to the left side. Going to be hit a couple of times and brought down at about the 27-yard line. Vols will start first down and 10 there. J.T. Burns, the quarterback, 5'9", 140. He is a junior. Marcus Heflin, the fullback, he is 5'6", 180, a senior. And also Jalen Miles, 5'11", 175, the senior tailback. Along the front line, Dawson Taylor, the center. He is a junior, 6'2", 190. Also, you've got Adam Milam up front, 5'10", 210, a junior, and as well as DJ Denny, 6 foot, 255, a senior. Handoff goes left side this time. That is Lyles. He'll find a little gap across the 30 out to the 32-yard line. Also on the front line, you got Colby Robinson, 5'11", 195. He is a senior. The tackle's Trey Kidd, 6'2", 280, a senior. Adam Brown, 6'1", 220, a junior. Peyton Reynolds in there at tight end, 6 foot, 210. And on the outside, you got Flanord, 6 foot, 155. A sophomore, DJ Ford, 6'2", 185. Gain of about 6 on that play. Call it 2nd down and 4 for the Volunteers. They'll sweep it to the right side. Jalen hitting the backfield, and he's going to be spun down. Just nowhere to run the football, and a big stop back here for a loss, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down, and we'll say about 8 after he loses a couple.
And that's the linebacker Hunter Quinley shooting the gap that time to get him in the backfield. Jalen, the senior on this football team, really has played his heart out over the course of his career. Coming here tonight with 1,600 yards, but in that first half time he had 10 carries for only 41 yards. St. Paul really had his number.
He's now in shotgun formation. He'll run it left side, keep it on the option, and he's going to be hit and spun back. He will lose yardage again, back to about the 20-yard line. Nothing going well for Jalen, as we mentioned. Obviously, the greatest, the leading rusher in Volunteer history, 3,700 yards or so coming into tonight. And he has had a tough night against this St. Paul's defense.
Really, just they've had him bottled up and had his number. And St. Paul's such an aggressive defense. They're attacking the football. The defensive end, he's spread out. He's listed as a tackle, but the way they played along that front acted kind of like a defensive end. That's Kenneth Dickerson, only 205 pounds, but really making his presence known.
Punting time for Isaac Andrews. He's had pressure every time. Going to have to hurry and get this one out of here. He does. End over end kick. And Henderson tries to save it in bounds. And I don't think that's exactly what you want to do. This is
a little showmanship, I think.
Well, the thing about it, if he saves it in bounds, Vols can recover, and that's going to be... That's not really the smartest move we've seen that young man make tonight, but nevertheless, it's 1st down and 10 at the 49-yard line. St. Paul's has it.
And that's where this defense is really putting the offense in great position. They're playing lights out, and right now St. Paul winning the battle of field position.
High backfield, back behind Mosley. Here comes McPherson. Hit twice and then brought down. A gain of about a yard maybe on the play. That time the defensive front does a great job of chopping him down. Hunter Bickerstaff leads the charges. Colby Robinson, first one there.
Tommy, really one of the first times tonight we've seen the back and the quarterback a little bit out of sync. That time Mosley really had to stretch out there to get it to the tailback and not put it on the ground.
2nd down and about 9 yards to go. You got Mosley under center this time, fakes the sweep and then hands it on the delay handoff left side. Nothing there. They chop him down. He'll lose back to the 49-yard line. Great play. That is Smith on the stop. Also Peyton Reynolds up to make the hit. Brings up 3rd and long.
Yeah, Smith got in there and turned him around. Got a hand on him behind the line of scrimmage, and Peyton right there to finish off the tackle. Good play by the 2 linebackers.
3rd down and about 11. You'll see what the mindset is of St. Paul's on this play right here. If they keep it on the ground, they're content with that lead. Try to milk things down a little bit. If they go to the air right here, you know they want to put more points on the board. Mosley with a shotgun look. He's got Edmonds back there with him. Drop straight back. Mosley, yeah, he wants more points. Throws it deep. JoJo Staples there, and he's going to haul in the interception. Nope, cannot hang on at the 25.
Yeah.
Or they say he did catch it. Okay, so the interception looked like it popped loose, but a flag back here at about the 45-yard line. I believe this could be a holding call against St. Paul's.
I think this is going to stand, Tommy. I think they're going to get the guy up front. Looked like number 50, Doggett, might have got a hand on the jersey of Colby Robinson, getting a little bit of pressure that time. And looks like they're going to go against St. Paul.
And they will say 4th down. They did not give the interception. He did bobble it, and so it will bring up 4th down. St. Paul's got to punt the football away as they stand. The ball sits at midfield.
Really, the only mistake we've seen Mosley make tonight, he threw that ball to the inside, and his receiver was just had outside position that time, and a good job JoJo Staples staying with it and almost comes up with an interception.
High snap, gets it, pressures there, and somehow gets it out of there, out of bounds, and the Vols going to have some great field position as the official walks up the sideline. He will continue to march 33-34, and that's where the Vols will start, 1st and 10.
Yeah, they're going to get about 7 yards by not intercepting that ball and forcing them to kick, but good job that time. You've got to watch Tyler Smith. It looked like he had opportunity to maybe block that ball, but he checked up rather than risk getting a roughing the kicker penalty.
And the Vols do get good field position again at the 34-yard line. They'll start 1st down and 10. Burns will go under center. I backfield back behind him. 2 split outs go to the left side. Offset I now. As Jalen stands back there in the I formation, takes a snap, hit once, and he's going down. Wow. Defensive pressure all over that play. And up to make the hit is going to be Evans from his linebacker's spot, and that's going to lose. Actually, they'll give him forward progress about a half yard. It brings up a 2nd and about 9.
I tell you, this 3-4 defense works just like it should, Tommy. The guys up front taking on the line, staying with their blocks and allowing those linebackers, they come up and play like an extra 3 or 4 down linemen, filling those gaps and just know where to go for the running back.
Yeah, those 3 up front are dominating, and then the linebackers are just free to roam. 2nd down and 9 here. Fake the handoff, back is Burns, going to throw it out here. Heflin with a diving catch, and the officials, are they going to say the ground caused the loose ball? The officials talking about it incomplete, and it's going to bring up 3rd down.
I think that's a good call.
Yeah.
I'm not sure he had it when he hit the ground. When he did, it bounced up, and St. Paul had an opportunity to look like to intercept the ball. It's what they were frustrated with, but I think that's a good call on the officials' part.
3rd down and about 9 for the Volunteers. 7:42 left in the 3rd. It is a 31-7 lead for St. Paul's over the Vols. Confusion as the players not sure of who's in, and they're still trying to sort it out. They will go to the huddle as DJ Ford late checking in.
I still don't think.
I don't think so. No, they don't. And play clock is down to 5. Vols going to have to take a timeout right here. Confusion. Offensively, we will take the timeout. 7:42 left in the 3rd. It's 31-7 as St. Paul's leads over the Vols. This is Volunteer Football on WAXC TV.
There's more than one way to get professional lawn care. Do it yourself, like this homeowner, with whatever this is. Pros use reliable, powerful Gravely equipment. This homeowner gets by with something else. Gravely delivers the high performance and quality professionals stake their reputation on. Gravely outpowers, outlasts, outperforms. Get what the pros use.
Get Gravely lawn equipment and more at Abernathy Farm Supply in Alexander City.
Tallapoosa Ford is your Ford truck dealer for over 35 years. We've delivered on America's best-selling truck, the Ford F-150. Tallapoosa Ford has the F-150 you want with a huge selection on site and can order any style or model you need with all the region's most competitive pricing. We service all warranty work with an award-winning service department, so we're with you down the road.
Hello, I'm Jeff Smith, and I'd like to welcome you to Tallapoosa Ford, a family-owned Ford business locally owned for over 35 years. Your friend in the Ford business.
Visit Tallapoosa Ford on Highway 280, Alex City. Your Ford giant in East Central Alabama and your friends in the Ford business.
For over 35 years, Dairy Delight in Ashland's been providing the area some of the best of your favorite comfort food. From the best burgers around to their famous hot dogs and chicken fingers and sandwiches, even the pickiest of eaters can find some great food at Dairy Delight. And never leave without getting one of the hand-spun milkshakes, banana splits, or soft-serve ice cream just to top it off. Visit Dairy Delight on Highway 77 North, just off the square in downtown Ashland to discover what everyone's talking about and become a customer for life.
Do you smoke or dip and want to quit but haven't been able to with conventional means? Try Vapor. It works. Highway 9 Vapor has hundreds of flavors of e-liquid, from full and light flavor cigarettes to Cuban cigar flavor, even Dreamsicle, blueberry waffle, and many, many more. Visit Highway 9 Vapor online at highway9vapor.com. That's HWY, the number 9, vapor.com. Call them at 256-252-8665 or stop by the store at 93119 Highway 9 in Lineville. Highway 9 Vapor. Stop smoking and start vaping today.
In a world that's ever-changing, you have to be sure that your choices are the right choices. At Central Alabama Community College, you'll know you made the best choice. We understand that you need the best educational opportunities. Whether choosing a technical degree program, taking courses to transfer to a four-year college or university, or being a part of our national championship winning traditions, Central Alabama will provide you with courses and degree programs in tune with today's workplace. Get a sharper focus on your life by choosing one of our 3 convenient locations: Alex City, Childersburg, and Talladega. Central Alabama Community College. Central to you. Central to your success.
Lake Martin Vein and Laser Center specializes in all things vein and laser oriented. Our physicians treat varicose veins and spider veins. We also utilize laser technology for things such as hair removal, tattoo removal, laser skin tightening, and laser facial peels. Wouldn't you like to see those unsightly varicose veins or spider veins disappear? Remove that dark, unwanted hair or eliminate fine lines and wrinkles. Most procedures are done in 15-minute sessions. Visit our website at lakemartinvein.com or call our office today at 256-212-9300.
3-2. JT Burns throws it out there, intended for Lyles. Now they're going to pick it up. That was a lateral, and now St. Paul's is going to return it, and I believe that's going to be a touchdown. Yes, it is.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
You know, Central just didn't jump back on it. They thought it was an incomplete pass, but Jalen Lyles looked to be a yard or two behind the quarterback. That's a lateral, and I tell you, they just didn't react to it. St. Paul's didn't quit on the play, picked it up, and they get another score out of it.
7:29 left in the third, and St. Paul's on the board again. Again, just flip that lateral out there, and the ball just laid, and finally St. Paul's picks it up and goes in for the touchdown. It makes it a 37-7 lead. Extra point by Beaverstock is up, and it is right through there. It is 38-7. And St. Paul's just dominating here.
St. Paul's almost didn't have to pick it up. They almost had an interception. Bobby Edmonds, linebacker on the far side with that bunch set, read that before it was ever snapped. He was in the backfield. He's the one that got a hand on it and knocked it down. But, you know, that's just excellent defensive play from the Saints.
Very alert play. And, again, you look at the Vols, hands on the hips and a dejected look right now. The Vols going to have to try to battle back and try to gain some respectability here. Otherwise, this is, again, going to get a whole lot worse.
Well, it goes back to what you first learned. You play until you hear the whistle goes, and that time Central, I think, took it for granted that it was incomplete, and the officials right there, they were along the line of scrimmage. They saw it was a backward pass and never blew the whistle.
Yeah, and so, again, St. Paul's on the board again. Beaverstock to kick it off, leading 38-7. High booming kick. Malik Dark will take it, loses it again. Rolling at the 15, rolling at the 17. Then he's going to be hit and dropped at about the 19-yard line. Just never fielded that football. And now St. Paul's, you hate to go with that land shark defense, but they smell the blood in the water, and they're coming.
They do, and they played well all night. But, you know, the last 3 or 4 ball games, special teams has really been an adventure for Central, both on defending the kickoff and returning the football as well. They've just really, really struggled in that aspect of the ball game.
This time Burns goes up under center. It's 1st down and 10 for the Vols. They'll sweep it to the right side. Jalen trying to get a hole, cuts it back, hit once, twice. He'll fight forward close to the 25-yard line, gain of about 6. And we will call it a 2nd and 4.
And I tell you, good block out here on the corner. Marcus Heflin really lowered his shoulder and went through the block of Walter Little that time, leading the way. And Jalen, with that extra effort, that forward lane picks up the extra couple of yards and makes it a 2nd down and about 4 yards.
You know, the thing about Jalen, he's going to continue to battle here in this third and fourth periods of this ball game as he winds up his high school career. Wishbone set, back behind J.T. Burns, 2nd down. As he'll take it, go to the right side. Diving out is Marcus Heflin, and we'll wait and get the spot there as they'll move it out to about the 32-yard line. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down, and we'll say about 4 to go.
Yeah, it's going to be a long 3rd down conversion, and one they desperately need. If not, they're going to give St. Paul the ball back in excellent field position. They desperately need to get this 1st down and keep this ball going.
3rd down, a short 4. Flanord and Ford will go to the far side. The I backfield back behind Burns on 3rd down. As he'll sweep it to the left side, Jalen trying to get to the corner, cut down, and he's going to be dropped. Maybe to the line of scrimmage, maybe forward for a yard. And it will bring up a 4th down. Actually picks up closer to 2 yards. It's going to bring up 4th down, and the Vols decision time here on 4th and a long yard. What do you do?
I tell you, it's just like St. Paul's knows they're in the huddle with them. They know what they're running. Adam Abrams, you see him that time, came across from the outside linebacker position and made the gap that time and got the ball carrier about the time the pitch was there, just like he knew exactly where it was going.
Balls with decision time here. It looks like they may go for it. I think in this situation you may have to. They're going to have to hurry. The play clock is already down to 9 as they make that decision. Now hurry to the line of scrimmage. Don't get in too big a hurry and make a mistake here. The pitch will go to the left side. That's Jalen. Jalen is hit, struggles forward across the 30. He's got the first down. As they will mark it across the 30-yard line, that is first down yardage for Jalen Lyles to keep this drive alive. And that first down brought to you by Clay Automotive.
And a lot of people sitting and listening may think that's a big gamble, but at this point in the ball game, at this point in the season, you know, it's win or go home. You got nothing to lose. You're down big as it is on the road to the #1 team in the state. You just go for it and hope for the best, and that time Jalen Lyles, with his extra effort, gets the first down.
First down and 10. Unbalanced line to the right side. That's the wishbone look. They'll sweep it to the right. Jalen needing a block. And, oh, my goodness, St. Paul's is all over that play, and he'll lose back inside the 30.
And that's Hayden Mezek, the safety, senior safety, coming up that time to make the tackle. And they say he's the leading tackler on this team. I think about 14 different guys have a half a dozen tackles to do.
Yeah, I think so. That's it. You know, you say balance. We talk about the offense. You ever heard of a defense with balance? You've got it right here. There's not really one player making all the plays, but, man, they get to the football. And that time, Hayden Mezek comes in like he's been shot out of a rocket and will drive him down for no gain. It is second down and 10. Vols trying to set up. They do the power I set to the right side. And they'll hand it off back on the left side to Jalen Lyles. No gain on the play. Well, maybe a yard. And it's going to bring up a third down, and we'll say about 8.5.
And right now, a lot of frustration for this ball offensive line. They're just not getting anything done. If you notice up front, St. Paul has flipped their tackle and nose guard. They've got Whitfield, the big 255-pounder, over at nose guard, and moved Johnson out to the tackle right now. You know, it's not affected a thing. We talked about what a force that Johnson was in the first half over that center, but right now he's playing out here at tackle position.
Wishbone set. It's third and about 8. Motion to the near side. They'll sweep it to the near side. Jalen tries to cut it up, breaks a tackle, dives across the 40, and he has got another first down.
Going to be very, very close to it, and really was one step away that time from going the distance.
First down and 10. As out here on the outside, Peyton Reynolds and also Bobby Edmonds with a little extracurricular after that play was done.
And Tommy, you know, we're looking at 3 minutes and something here. You don't want to say they're playing for pride, but right now they really are.
They really are.
They just don't want to be embarrassed. They want to get a score on the board and show everybody what they're made out of.
And Jalen that time only a step away from possibly taking it to the house. The wishbone set again. They'll go back to Jalen. Actually, is that Jalen or Malik? That is going to be Malik Dark on that carry. And he will gain a yard maybe, brings up a second down at about 9.
One of the things I'm kind of surprised at, we've not seen Peoples into the game tonight. I don't even know if he's been in a play, much less carry the ball. I know he hasn't done that, but not seen Cameron Peoples, and really one of the few times tonight we've seen Malik Dark carry.
Yeah, Cameron in the game earlier, but no carry here tonight. Vols confusion again in the huddle, and the play clock is down to 10 as they will walk to the line. They're still confused on where to line up, and they're going to have to burn a timeout here. They try to overshift to the left side. They'll get the play off. Burns back to pass. He's in trouble, going to throw it for all he's worth. Isaac Andrews is down there, and it's going to be incomplete. Good play by Isaac to make sure the defender did not get the football. And it's going to bring up a third down. That play just did not look right, Jeff. Everybody's in a hurry and in the wrong position, and it just didn't look like they were all on the same page.
Earlier, Isaac had a step on the defender that time, but J.T. Burns real late getting rid of that football. He threw it 2 or 3 steps too late, and as you mentioned, Isaac did a good job playing defender, kept Tyrese Smith from making an interception.
Third down at about 8 now for the Vols. I backfield. Back behind Jalen. They'll sweep it to him on 3rd and 8. Nowhere to run. Jalen tries to make a place, and he'll bring it out to the 49-yard line, so he'll get about 5. Nevertheless, it's going to bring up a 4th down. And looks like about 2 to go.
I think they're going to mark it
Closer to 3, yeah.
more about 3.5, maybe 4 yards. Going to be a little bit longer, but there again, it's 4th down, and they've got no choice but to keep plugging at it and try to go for it.
Clock rolling with 1:35 left here in the third. As they come to the line. High backfield, back behind J.T. Burns. 4th down. As Burns will take it, drop back, got pressure from the backside, throws it down for all he's worth, intended for Flanord. It's going to be picked off. Incomplete, he was out of bounds. Nevertheless, he just saved his team about 30 yards by catching that out of bounds. It's 1st and 10 for St. Paul's. They'll take over at the Volunteer 49.
Yeah, that was Mezek over there coming across with deep help over the top that time. He came down with the ball, but that foot was out of bounds, and they're going to get it rather than there to around the 25 out here across midfield.
1st down and 10 for the Saints. We've got 1:15 left here in the third. It's been all St. Paul's here tonight. They have been an impressive team here on the road.
Well, I talked so much about the offense in the first half, but here in the second half, it's been an all-defensive ball team.
1st down and 10 at the 49. Vol still trying to get players in the right position. They'll hand it off to McPherson. He comes left side, and he breaks one tackle to the 46-yard line. Goes McPherson. And like I said, there's just players out of position, still not sure of who's supposed to be on the field now.
Uncharacteristic of this Central defense, especially not having the personnel on the field. That time Hunter Bickerstaff, good job coming up and making the tackle, but not before he picked up about 3 or 4 yards.
Well, you know when your linebacker Peyton Reynolds is signaling for somebody to come into the line of scrimmage right when the ball is snapped that the defense was not ready. 2nd down at about 7. Mosley, quarterback draw, left side. He's got running room, but a flag.
Somebody started early.
And this one's coming back. The official over here on the near side, I believe St. Paul's illegal procedure. And that is going to be the call, moving it back 5 yards.
I want to tell you what, that's a break for Central. That was a design play all the way for the quarterback to come on that late draw. And once he got to the left side, I'm afraid he might have been gone.
Yeah, he had a lot of real estate in front of him. 2nd down at about 12. 2 split outs, 1 to either side. Well, 2 to this side, 2 to the far. Shotgun formation. Motion man is Thompson, and a flag again.
I think we got 2 guys in motion.
Let's see. The official says illegal procedure. That moves them back 5 more.
Yeah, I think they got 2 guys in motion at the same time. Just a mental mistake on the part of the Saints to keep backing themselves up like this.
2nd down at about 17 yards to go. That moves it back inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Looks like St. Paul's may let the clock wind down here, and they will. That is the final play of the third. Heading to the 4th, it's been all St. Paul's here on the road tonight. 38-7, the Saints lead. We're going to take this time out and come back with more Volunteer football on WAXC TV.
Hey, if you like to have a new or used car or truck, but maybe less than perfect credit's been holding you back, stop a second, watch this commercial. Hi, everybody. I'm Dan Wolbers here at Sarah Silicaga, the used car auto giant. And we understand sometimes bad things happen to good people, but we're the home of the credit team, and we get 100% guaranteed credit approval. Look, if you've got a job and you've got a down payment, you're approved. Let me say it again. You got a job, you got a down payment, you're approved. Make that short drive. Sarah Silicaga, don't miss out. You come and see us.
The best Mexican dining experience around is found at Monte Alban Mexican Restaurant. Real authentic Mexican cuisine and atmosphere awaits you at Monte Alban with great specials on popular dishes such as the new chimichanga with shrimp, only $10.99. Beef or chicken chimichanga specials for only $3.99. Choose from select lunch or dinner combinations. Buy one and get one half off. Want to celebrate your birthday? Get a free drink, meal, and dessert when you dine in. 2 convenient locations on the Court Square in Ashland and on Highway 9 in Lineville to serve you.
Lineville Health and Rehab represents a wonderful alternative to traditional long-term care and rehabilitation. Lineville Health and Rehab will meet your or your loved one's needs. At our facility, you will not only find a commitment to quality, but also a professional and caring staff. We welcome you to a tour at our facilities anytime. Lineville Health and Rehab, Lineville, Alabama, where our family cares for yours. 256-396-2104.
We are a debt relief agency. We help people file Chapter 7 and Chapter 13 under the Bankruptcy Code.
Marcia Mason is pleased to announce the new location of Mason Law Firm at 217 Madison Street in Alexander City. Marcia Mason is your local attorney for bankruptcy and Social Security disability. Call your hometown attorney, Marcia Mason, at 256-329-1313. All initial consultations are free and strictly confidential.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than that of other attorneys.
You may know them from high school, from the local grocery store, or even your own neighborhood. These local teens have embarked on a new journey, one that begins at Southern Union State Community College. Visit suscc.edu/journey to see the life's journey these students have planned. We believe that you have an amazing journey ahead of you too, and Southern Union is the perfect place to begin at an affordable price close to home. Southern Union, where the journey begins.
You're watching Central High School of Clay County Volunteer Football on WAXC TV. Due to time constraints, we move forward in the broadcast. It's going to bring up a third down now, and we'll call it about 2.
I tell you, this is the defense you've always heard talk about you being, but don't break. Sometimes they might give up a pretty good game, but they come right back the next time. They're going to sniff it out and either stop you right at the line of scrimmage for a loss. You just got to tip your hat to them. They're playing excellent football tonight.
Third down, and a couple to go, needing to reach the 30-yard line. As the Vols get the play in, play clock now down to 14. So they're going to have to hurry to the line. They do. Looks like the power set this time over here on the left side. Jalen in there right behind Burns. He'll give it off up the middle, and Jalen's going to lower his shoulder and get his first down.
Yeah, just good determination that time. Went right through. Looked like Whitfield up front had him stop shy of the first down. But that second effort from Jalen Lyles and that leg drive picks up the first down and moves the chain.
Good for a Clay Automotive first down. Folks, if you are looking for something to keep you driving, then you need to go by and check them out at Clay Automotive, Highway 9 between Lineville and Ashland. First down at 10 for the Vols. Ball at the 31-yard line. Staying with the 2 tight end look with the wishbone set behind Burns on 1st and 10. Handoff left side. Nothing there for Jalen. He'll fall forward for maybe a yard. And it's going to bring up 2nd down and 9.
I tell you, we talked about it earlier. Ryan Johnson, number 44. He's a man. Goes back, kind of reminds you of another guy from Central, from Clay County, Ray John Miles, just everywhere up down that line of scrimmage.
You know, this guy's only a sophomore. We've seen him at nose guard, and every once in a while they'll make this switch, and they bring in another number 78 in here at nose guard. They move him out to end. Once McGill comes in, they move Johnson out at end, and he's a load to handle out there as well. Handoff right side and outside the 35, and a little extracurricular Trey Kidd out there, and they're going to let him get away with it. A little shoving after the play, and he's flirting with disaster out there. The officials all looked at each other, but no one threw the yellow hanky. But Trey Kidd need to get those feelings in touch out there, because otherwise he's going to be looking at a 15-yard penalty, and that's something that the Vols can ill afford here.
We saw that a couple of times last week. Trey not getting his block on the line of scrimmage, going downfield trying to find a linebacker, really blocking way out away from the play that time, just like he didn't draw the flag.
3rd down and a short 4. Vols have it, handoff right side. First down, a flag comes in as first down yardage across the 41, but let's wait and get the indication from the official.
Yeah, our man up here saying it's child blocking. I think he's probably right. It may go against Central.
Let's see. The officials come this way, and it will be a chop against the Vols, and that's going to move it back.
And you know, they've done that 3 or 4 times in the last several ball games, and that's just something you've got to guard against, not only for health concerns, but, you know, a penalty like that really takes it out of your football team.
Looks like the indication we're seeing is on 73, Trey Kidd. That moves it back inside the 30 to the 26-yard line. So now, instead of the first down play, you face a 3rd down and about 14 to go. Or check that, about 15. Ford comes to the near side. Jalen Thompson's got him man-to-man. Vols in the wishbone. Motion. Jalen to the far side. Handoff up the middle. And about a 3-yard gain close to the 30-yard line. and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, it worked real hard to get it out there in a 3rd down manageable situation, and one bad penalty backs you up and puts you well behind the chains. Now they're looking at 4th down and about 12 yards to go, and they're at their own, 30 yards,
Yeah.
29 and a half, and you got to go for it. You just got to.
I mean, do you? They're going to punt the football away. I think at this point, you're down 31, and facing such a long. I think if you keep it 4th and less than 5, you do. But 4th and 11, you're just.
You're probably right.
We hadn't had an 11-yard gain all night. I don't think.
Yeah, turned it over right here is pretty much a gimme.
So Andrews to punt the football away for the Vols. St. Paul's trying to get a few guys on. Isaac's had pressure all night. He'll get pressure again, gets it out of there. Thompson, fair catch, called for and made at the 41-yard line, and that's where St. Paul's will start. 1st and 10 when we come back. We've got 6:23 remaining. Timeout brought to you by Harris Plumbing and Electric. For everything you need from the floor to the ceiling, go by and see them at Harris Plumbing and Electric. First State Bank score 38-7. It's St. Paul's over the Vols. Back with more football in just a moment.
We're selling all brand new cars below invoice. That's right. You buy a new car from us, it's below invoice. We have interest rates that are below those credit union interest rates. We even have 0% on new vehicles. And on our pre-owned selection, we have the largest selection of pre-owned vehicles that we've ever had here at Clay Automotive. So you come pick you one out, you'll love it. And come experience the new Clay way.
Miss Kitty's Country Kitchen in Hackneyville is serving up some good old-fashioned cooking. From their famous fried catfish to delicious chicken fingers, pork chops, hamburger steaks, and even prime-cut steaks, as well as sandwiches. Don't forget about their daily lunch specials for that quick, good, down-home lunch every Tuesday through Friday. Miss Kitty's Country Kitchen makes it so good, you'll think Mama's in the kitchen. So load up the family and go see Miss Kitty and Tommy for the best food at affordable prices in Hackneyville. Call 256-329-3111. Open Tuesday through Saturday from 9 a.m. till 9 p.m.
First State Bank is a community-owned bank established in 1971 with a mission to be the bank for all people in the area with a primary focus on good old-fashioned customer service. First State Bank has convenient branches located in Lineville, Ashland, and Wedowee. Since its founding, First State Bank has continued to grow and keep up with the banking industry changes in technology to give its customers the best service available, such as internet and mobile banking. First State Bank, here to make dreams come true for people just like you.
Why pay more for name brand children's, boys, juniors, and misses clothing when you can save big at Upsy Daisy Resale Boutique in Sylacauga? A great selection of names like Polo, Abercrombie, Mud Pie, and more. Upsy Daisy has maternity clothing for expecting mothers and accessories like bedding, strollers, and car seats. And they're all at affordable prices. And if you're cleaning out your closets, Upsy Daisy will even buy, consign, or offer store credit for trade-ins. See TJ, Cindy, and the rest of the staff at Upsy Daisy Resale Boutique in Sylacauga.
Harris Plumbing and Electric, just off the Ashland Square, has everything you need from the floor to the ceiling. Any project, big or small, looking to upgrade those dinosaur appliances? They have a huge warehouse of scratch and dent GE appliances that will save you thousands. You'll even have to look real hard for the scratches, and they come with factory warranties. You owe it to yourself to shop Harris Plumbing and Electric, where your dream kitchens become reality. Located just off the Ashland Square, give them a call today at 256-354-5600. Harris Plumbing and Electric is a proud supporter of high school athletics.
For over 70 years, Curley Motor Company has been serving the Lake Martin area with superior service. Curley Motor Company has quality pre-owned vehicles with down payments as low as $1,000 and flexible payment plans to fit any budget. Most vehicles come with warranties that Curley stands behind, and they even service customer vehicles. View all of Curley's inventory online at www.curleymotor.com. Curley Motor Company not only sells pre-owned vehicles, but offers much more, such as rental cars, headliner repair, and can help you with lost car titles and title work. When you buy a car from Curley Motor Company, you're not just buying a car, you're buying our name.
You're watching Central High School of Clay County volunteer football on WAXC TV. Due to time constraints, we move forward in the broadcast. His senior campaign doing just as well. So, again, a great career for Peyton Reynolds. Also, you got Hunter Bickerstaff playing in that secondary. He's done a great job in helping to support these guys and to come up there and make some plays, and really a contributor defensively. As we look along the lines here on 3rd down and long, they'll let the play clock wind down before they snap this one. And handoff on the right side. And bouncing it outside, going to be hit once and then driven down at the 15-yard line. So it's going to bring up a 4th down and close to 10 yards to go. Also, when you look at these seniors, you got Tim Henry. What a player he has been on that defensive front. DJ Denny playing on both sides of the football. Lane Browning, a great year as well. Noah Leary, Colby Robinson. Colby, what can you say, Jeff, about that guy? He is
a madman. He plays all out, and he's our player of the game a couple of times.
Everything he does is wide open, and he's been a blessing to watch. Brady Allen also helping out offensively. You got Cal Riley, you got Justin Denny, Trey Kidd, Deion Thomas, and Tristan Taylor. Those are your seniors that are sorely going to be missed for this Volunteer team coming up next year. 4th and 9 here. St. Paul's has it. And confusion, rolling around, actually bounces back, throws it down the middle of the field. Coverage is there, incomplete. And then a flag is going to come in. I think that's going to be a legal man downfield at about the 10-yard line. Number 57 for St. Paul's was blocking downfield, and that's it. Illegal man downfield. You decline that, and Vols take over offensively with 57 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, they're going to get that. But, again, you talk about these seniors. What's going to carry on is their character, their discipline, their work ethic, something they've established here, and you hope that the young men following them will carry on. And a bunch of guys going to be missed. I promise you, these seniors are giving everything they've got for the last 3 years to this school.
Yeah, that's it. And they have really been a fun group to watch here as the seniors. A few of them are getting some snaps out there with 57 seconds left on the clock as the dream will end here tonight in Mobile. 57 ticks remaining, 38-7 our score. As Burns will give it off on the left side, Jalen Lyles cuts it back, and Jalen brings it out across the 35 out to the 39-yard line. Jalen with a great run there on 1st down as he is.
It's about 26 yards on the carry. But, you know, I don't give it to anybody. I don't think.
No.
Jalen, let him finish it up.
That's right.
It would have been a perfect ending to his career to break that one there. He's going to leave this school going out as a senior with about 3,600 yards.
Yeah, I got him about 37 and maybe flirting 37-50. Quasi Jennings on that carry goes to the right side, midfield, and Quasi into St. Paul's territory to the 48-yard line. 30 seconds left on the clock. That will stop the clock momentarily as they move the chains. Yeah, maybe not. Now they do. And that will move it forward so the Vols can get a couple of more snaps here offensively. As the season will end for the Vols 8-4. JT gives it off on the left side. Jalen Lyles hit once, twice, breaks another tackle. Jalen down the near sideline, 35-30, running over defenders and out of bounds at the 22. Stops the clock with 5 seconds. He would love to get another touchdown.
Looks like about 19 yards on that carry, and you see the heart and soul of Jalen Lyles coming out right now.
Yeah, he's not going to quit until that final horn sounds. And being out of bounds, the Vols will get one more snap here. As the Vols.
Looks like we've got Jalen for around 113 yards here tonight.
Yeah, really carrying the.
They've been tough yards, my friend.
1st down and 10. You got to go to Jalen here again. Nope, Quasi on the right side. Quasi is hit, and we'll take it inside the 20-yard line down to the 15, and that is going to be the final play of the ball game. St. Paul's proving why they are number one. They win here tonight, 38-7. Vol season ends at 8-4. We'll be back with the Southern Union State Community College postgame wrap-up. It comes your way next. This is Vols football on WAXC TV.
Looking for a reliable mid to late model vehicle at an affordable price? Hallman Automotive of Lineville can help you with several lending options to get you the best rates with low payments on cars, trucks, and SUVs. Credit problems? No worries. Hallman can get you financed. Hallman also has Graceland Portable Buildings and many options with financing available and no credit check. Need work done? Count on Hallman Automotive and Transmission. Certified ASC technicians with 25 years experience in business. Alignments, brakes, transmissions, tires, and much more. Count on Hallman Automotive for all your auto needs. A hometown business with hometown people you can deal with.
At Cabinets Direct, we strive to provide top quality products along with professional and courteous service. As a family-owned and operated company, we have over 40 years of combined experience in cabinetry sales and installation. We offer a wide range of cabinetry with fully customizable options. We also use only locally made products, keeping our money in our community. For more information, give us a call or visit our showroom. Cabinets Direct.
There's more than one way to get professional lawn care. Do it yourself like this homeowner with whatever this is. Pros use reliable, powerful Gravely equipment. This homeowner gets by with something else. Gravely delivers the high performance and quality professionals stake their reputation on. Gravely outpowers, outlasts, outperforms. Get what the pros use.
Get Gravely lawn equipment and more at Abernathy Farm Supply in Alexander City.
Lake Martin Vein and Laser Center specializes in all things vein and laser oriented. Our physicians treat varicose veins and spider veins. We also utilize laser technology for things such as hair removal, tattoo removal, laser skin tightening, and laser facial peels. Wouldn't you like to see those unsightly varicose veins or spider veins disappear? Remove that dark, unwanted hair or eliminate fine lines and wrinkles. Most procedures are done in 15-minute sessions. Visit our website at lakemartinvein.com or call our office today at 256-212-9300.
Tallapoosa Ford on Highway 280 in Alex City has delivered new Fords for 35 years. Need fuel efficiency with style? See the best selection of 13 Ford Fusions delivering 38 mpg in a new stylish package. Check out the Hybrid C Max crossover now on the lot, offering roomy comfort with an amazing 47 mpg rating highway and city.
Hello, this is Jeff Smith with Tallapoosa Ford. I'd like to welcome you to our dealership and experience our low-pressure sales. With non-commissioned salespeople, our sales force is here to serve you.
Visit Tallapoosa Ford, Highway 280, Alex City. If we don't have it, we'll get it, guaranteed.
In a world that's ever-changing, you have to be sure that your choices are the right choices. At Central Alabama Community College, you'll know you made the best choice. We understand that you need the best educational opportunities. Whether choosing a technical degree program, taking courses to transfer to a four-year college or university, or being a part of our national championship winning traditions, Central Alabama will provide you with courses and degree programs in tune with today's workplace. Get a sharper focus on your life by choosing one of our 3 convenient locations: Alex City, Childersburg, and Talladega. Central Alabama Community College. Central to you. Central to your success.
Welcome back, Southern Union State Community College post-game wrap-up. Tommy Wood along with Jeff Coburn here tonight. 38-7, our final score, as St. Paul's will continue on the road to Auburn and the Super 7. Very impressive team here we saw tonight, Jeff.
Really was, Tommy. You know, really since the inception of Central High School, the one team everybody's talked about being so impressed with, and you know, in awe of was Madison Academy. We saw them, we played them twice, and I'm going to be honest with you, as far as balance, this may be the best team I've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
The offense runs and throws the ball equally as effective. The defense, especially in that second half, really shows you what they're made out of. They come up and so aggressive and so quick to the football. You know, you just got to tip your hat to them. A lot of athletes, a lot of talent. But Steve Mash and his guys, excellent job of coaching. They're a real disciplined football team. And, you just can't say enough about them. You expect you're going to do those games here in about 3 weeks down at Auburn. And right now, you got to fully expect that St. Paul's is going to be one of those teams that goes to Jordan Hare.
Well, I'll tell you, when I do the Super 7 in a few weeks for the HSAA Radio Network, I'll go ahead and hold on to my St. Paul's material because I may be needing it when I do the 5A game. So I tell you, that's an impressive group. Let's talk about how this game turned around. St. Paul's takes the opening drive, 8:05 left in the first period. A touchdown run for McPherson made it 6-0 after the 6-yard jaunt. The extra point was good, making it 7-0. Then St. Paul's with 4:22 left in the first, a 16-yard touchdown run from Mosley. Extra point was good, made it 14-0. Then the Vols get on the board. A 54-yard touchdown pass from J.T. Burns to Marcus Heflin made it 14-7. And then the second period, it was more St. Paul's. 9:53 left in the second. 2-yard touchdown run from Mosley made it 21-7. Then in the second period as well, 7:23 remaining, 65-yard punt return. That is by by number 7 Henderson, and he goes in and making it a 28-7 lead. Then as time expired in the first half, a 32-yard field goal by Beaverstock made it 31-7. Second half, not a lot of scoring, only a touchdown scored. That was a 34-yard fumble recovery by St. Paul's into the end zone, made it a 38-7 win for the Saints. And that's how we ended up here tonight. And folks, let me talk to you about the way that your career ends up. And it does not have to end after high school. You can take it to Southern Union and start there, and you can go anywhere. That is Southern Union State Community College. They are a proud sponsor of volunteer football and the post-game wrap-up. So again, start at Southern Union and take that on into your career. We'll be back to wrap things up and name you our Young's Drugstore Players of the Game as we roll toward the final horn here again. Final score 38-7 here as St. Paul's wins over the Vols. We'll take this time out and be back with more in just a moment.
Young's Drugstore has proudly served the citizens of Lineville and the surrounding areas for more than 50 years, providing fast, friendly service. At Young's Drugstore, you're more than just a number, which is why we strive to always greet you with a warm hello and friendly smile. Young's Drugstore offers a convenient drive-through window, prescription compounding, vaccination services, and after-hours emergency availability to better serve you. Young's Drugstore now even has the convenience of viewing and refilling your prescriptions online at youngsdrugstorellc.com. Young's Drugstore, located on Highway 9 in Lineville, 256-396-5632.
For top quality sales and top quality service to back it up, look no further than Chainsaw Sales and Service on Highway 9 in Goodwater. Get the best names in chainsaws, trimmers, and mowers.
Steel.
A leading brand in chainsaws and lawn equipment.
Hustler.
The top-selling zero-turn lawnmower. At Chainsaw Sales and Service, you not only get the best product available, you can count on Jackie and his staff to provide the best service around for all your small engine needs, from parts to service. Contact Chainsaw Sales and Service at 256-839-6607.
What a great tradition, serving Clay, Tallapoosa, and surrounding counties for decades. Not just a great store for plumbing supplies and service, but a showroom and salespeople to help you with decisions on brand name Delta faucets and custom shower system. Make sure you pick up the heavy-duty and well-insulated K2 coolers. Southern Pipe and Supplies, located on Dadeville Road in Alexander City. Call 256-234-4235.
Depot Computer, located next to Depot Gun and Pawn on Highway 280 in Alexander City, is now selling and servicing cell phones, iPads, and tablets. Depot Computer also sells and services computers, laptop, and desktop accessories, virus protection. Get them cleaned up now. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Depot Computer, located next to Depot Gun and Pawn on Highway 280 in Alexander City.
Are you sure we should take this billboard down?
People find out State Farm does car loans as well as they do insurance. Our bank is through.
Good point. Grab an edge.
Look, there's two guys on the State Farm Borrow Better banking sign.
No, for real, there's two dudes on the State Farm
Borrow Better banking sign.
Gentlemen, please get down from the State Farm Borrow Better banking sign. Phil, get the hose.
Okay, he's getting the hose.
All right, let's go.
Want to borrow better? Contact State Farm agent Mike Coleman about a car loan that can save you hundreds.
You may know them from high school, from the local grocery store, or even your own neighborhood. These local teens have embarked on a new journey, one that begins at Southern Union State Community College. Visit suscc.edu/journey to see the life's journey these students have planned. We believe that you have an amazing journey ahead of you too, and Southern Union is the perfect place to begin at an affordable price close to home. Southern Union, where the journey begins.
Final score here tonight, 38-7. This is the Southern Union State Community College postgame wrap-up, and the Vols, you see, leaving the field there, very dejected group. And again, as you get to this point, and when you enter the playoffs, you got to look at it. Only one team in each class is going to end their season victorious, and that's the way that I've always looked at it. And I tell you what, it's tough for these Vol players right now, but they'll look back at a team that was 2-3 at a point. They finish up 8-4, and they so many opportunities to quit during the years we talked about in the pregame, but they would not do that. And again, battle back all season long to finish on a high note, 8-4 as they finish up their career.
And Tommy, from a coaching standpoint, this team has done a lot of what they expected. When you start out 2-3, you only want to see your team get better. This football team's done that in the last half of the season. Offensively, we knew what they had coming in. Defensively, knew how they were going to play and how solid they would be. The offense has improved. And coaches, that's what you like to see, and hope that carries on into the offseason. And also into the new season next year. But these seniors that are leaving here tonight, they're dejected. It's going to be a long bus ride home for them tonight, but they've got nothing to hang their head about. The one thing they can hang their hat on in the years to come is that, you know, they're going to look back and say, well, we played against the people like Thingstad, Fierce, and Thompson. You know, I think a couple of three of those guys are going to go on and make their presence known maybe at the next level. And we know what kind of history comes out of here, and expect that out of this football team. Proud of them. They've been a joy to cover this year. And, you know, it's just been a thrill to get out here every Friday night and watch these young men display their talents and put that out there on the field for the entertainment of the fans.
As we name our Young's Drugstore Player of the Game, Jeff and I really had a tough time trying to come up with a route to go here, and I think for their career, we've decided to just honor all the seniors tonight. We called their names out in the final stages of the ball game, so Senior Vols, our players of the game here tonight, and again, they continue to build that foundation for this Vol program, and I know it's going to get bigger and better next year. Looking forward to that as this team and program continues to improve. And again, the seniors just with a great effort here tonight, as they have done pretty much all season long, and they lead this team, and it's going to be tough to replace them, but that's our Young's Drugstore Players of the Game.
And you talk about these seniors tonight, Tommy, the first class that's had an opportunity to go through the first 3 years, you know, to really be the foundation and establish something here. So, you know, a lot for them to be proud of, a lot for the community to be proud of in them as well. And I hope that in the next few weeks and next few days, whatever, you see any of these young men walking the streets or out eating or whatever, pat them on the back and tell them that you appreciate the job that they've done this year and the entertainment that they provided and what they've done for their school and community.
We appreciate WAXC TV allowing us to broadcast volunteer football throughout this season as they have allowed us to be a part of it, and we appreciate this year as well as last year, and it has been a blast. And again, thanks to John Kennedy and Daryl and Steve Culberson, the folks over there that do a great job and allow us to be a part of it. Also to Daniel Vest, our producer, who each week takes care of us, and our camera guy Kyle Phillips throughout the season. Also Josh Nelson, our camera guy tonight down here in Mobile, as they have done a great job, and we appreciate you watching us each and every week, as well as all of our sponsors. But what a season it's been. The Volunteers will end it up 8-4 as they wind things up here in Mobile. St. Paul's will move on to the third round. For Jeff Coburn, I'm Tommy Wood saying so long. We'll see you next season with more volunteer football right here on WAXC TV.